I was just telling Johnny that I was wondering what I would look like if I stopped working out and ate only McDonald's until December.
Yeah, your shoulder bones would be popping out. You know what I mean? Because you'd have no fat around your shoulders, and then you'd have a gut.
Okay.
Right. And yeah, the rest of you would just be bone. You know, it's really, really gross.
So all the muscle on my limbs, my biceps, my delts would migrate toward my core.
Basically, yeah. Like you'd have no fat on your arms, so you would just be, you would look like Austin, but with tall
belly.
with a belly.
I would look like an elderly French man going to the beach.
Yeah, exactly. Wearing a Speedo, like hasn't touched a weight. Smoking cigarettes. You have to pick up a cigarette habit if all you're doing is eating McDonald's. Drink extra tall rock stars, not even Red Bulls.
Yeah.
Rock stars.
Okay.
07 shit, dude. You remember that?
I still enjoy a rock star every now and then. So I'm on the right track, I suppose. We got Johnny Mitchell in studio.
Hey.
Brooks Kossover, the artist/pussy coordinator.
Yes, sir.
Austin, the producer, drinking on the job. And, of course, Dino. But, Johnny, my girlfriend and I were at one of those hip Beverly Hills cafes yesterday.
Nice.
And we played a little game called Guess Which Table is European. You can always tell, and it really pisses me off, just by the expression on the fucker's face.
Yeah. That's right.
It looks like he is halfway through a warhead. He's almost to the sweet portion,
right?
But there's still a little bit of that tang.
Yeah, nothing's ever quite good enough.
Never.
Nothing's ever quite fucking good enough. It makes me so goddamn mad. Like, hit the bricks. Go back to the other side of the pond. You don't like how we do shit.
Literally bricks, because they have cobblestone streets. And I wonder what these guys are thinking about. Or Johnny, what could they be so pissed off about? Because is there an easier life than being, for instance, a Frenchman, which is the most stereotypical and worst kind of European?
That's right. You get to cheat on your wife legally.
Yep.
Okay. That's totally cool over there. You get all of August off every year. Your health care is paid for.
Yep.
Okay. You just drink wine. You eat carbs.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Go to bullfights.
Did they do that in France?
Probably. I
what
feel
would
like
they fight in France?
frogs.
That's right. That's
they
why
would, they would
used
fight
to call
frogs.
them frogs. Used to call a Frenchman a frog. Yeah.
Used to.
Yeah. Well, I still do. You're right.
If you look at a table of European women, they look like total bitches. So I believe that's probably why the men look so dissatisfied with life, is because the women just look like total cunts.
Well, they're complete pessimists, but they don't do shit about it. That's what happens when you're lazy. When you're not, like, you never see a Mexican, you never see a table full of Mexicans, at Burger King.
Yeah.
Like, they're fucking grateful, because they got shit to do.
Yeah.
When you're busy, you don't have time to think about the bigger questions.
That's why they all have those fucking depressing poets, like the Stranger or whatever that fucking who wrote that shit?
Albert Camus.
All the Camus garbage that only comes about when the average job is working at a bodega. Like, I feel like every Frenchman works at a bodega for 4 hours a day, then gets off and complains and writes poetry.
Yeah, and takes a nap in between that.
Yeah, they have a siesta, even though they're not Spanish.
Have you read The Stranger?
No.
It's literally just about a guy's week in France in like the 40s. He's like going swimming in the middle of the work week. He's like meeting broads. He's smoking. He's napping. He's like writing on his typewriter on his veranda.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's the deal, guy? How much better do you want it?
3 p.m. I rode my bicyclette to the Eiffel Tower. And then we went down to the Champs-Elysees. Then they take a little nap.
That's right.
That's Albert Camus's masterpiece, alleged masterpiece.
Right. And then of course what happens? The fucking Nazis invade, the Jerrys invade, and who's got to come clean it up? Our boys.
Good.
And I don't see a fucking thank you. That's why when I serve a Frenchman at a fucking restaurant, you better be kissing the ground I walk on, you fuck, or you be speaking German.
Yeah, great military strategy, by the way. Albert Camus. It's called Imagine Online. We set up several machine guns. We wait, and the Germans come forward. We kill the Germans. Hitler goes 9 around that fucking thing. He's in Paris in 3 weeks, bitch.
That's right.
Leave it to the French. When they got raided by the Germans, they were still flying biplanes from 1909.
Yeah.
Orville Wright was a consultant on the French Air Force, okay? And they thought they were going to contend with the Blitzkrieg.
Yeah, no, they took France over like faster, you know, in like a week and a half, they took the entire country of France over.
About the time it took to march from Berlin to Paris is the time it took to take over the country.
They just couldn't get there fast enough.
They wanted to go rape some French women, so they actually jogged the last leg of the journey.
That's right.
And it boosted their arrival time.
Dude, and it took them to actually take Greece, a country 3 times smaller, took them like a year. They had to call in the reinforcements.
Yeah.
The Italians couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Dude, it took like the entire Axis army just to take a bunch of fucking dirty gay Greek men. You know what I mean? And they took down the French. The French were like, dude, you have it.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm just but fuck my wife. I'm tired of the bitch. You know?
Hey, fuck my daughter. You can take all of my, just let me go. Yeah, well, the reason it took so long with the Greeks is it's really difficult for German rounds to penetrate their back hair. And
that's right.
There's a hairy Greek joke.
They just put their fat Greek women up on the front line, dude. they need the Panzer tanks to run them over.
Oh, it's great, dude. The Germans needed armor to get through the fat Greek women. They needed the Panzers and the Tigers.
Yeah, they kept slipping on that fucking dirty Greek yogurt, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, it was laid out like bananas in Mario Kart as a deterrent to the Germans. You look so bored, Brooks. World War II history, not your thing?
He doesn't know what's going on.
I'm more of a Revolutionary War kind of guy.
Okay.
Well, I guess that was an important war.
The Revolutionary War? Yeah, I mean, I guess
what's so cool about that? I mean, you know, it just started the country.
There was a general in the Revolutionary War on the English side named John Burgoyne, and I always liked him. I took one military history class in community college because I guess he was just fucking whores and he was just fucking all the village women whenever his army would occupy a town.
Yeah.
And he loved gambling.
Yeah.
Other generals were up like, no, okay, we're going to strike here across this river. We're going to meet them at Lake Champlain. John Burgoyne was just fucking throwing dice before the battle the next morning.
That's when men could be men.
Yeah.
Like, that sounds like everything I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to fuck, I want to gamble, and I want to take your wife for the night.
Yeah. And then go fight the next morning.
Yeah, but he was not on the front lines. Like, he was fighting. I mean, I want to fight, but I want to hang back and watch all you idiots get killed first.
Sure.
And then march in triumphantly.
Yeah.
And then bang your wife.
Sure. You want to be looking through the binoculars and say something like, give them another volley.
Volley.
Yeah, you want to do something like that.
I was like, did they play tennis back in the day?
I think that's what they. I don't even think they had artillery back then. They probably did.
A volley of arrows.
I think they just had legitimate cannons in the Revolutionary War. They definitely had artillery.
I feel like it'd be so easy to dodge a cannonball.
Yeah.
Like, think about like back in the 1700s.
Yeah.
Like shooting a cannonball from deep. Like, I don't know how many hundreds of yards. Like, you could see it coming. You're like, oh, that's gonna hit me. I better move. Let me pack up my horse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cannons and guns have been around for a long time. Like the Japanese had shit like that.
I thought it was the Chinese that started all the gunpowder.
Yeah,
shit.
Well, the Chinese and the Japanese, they've been fucking each other for generations.
Fucking each other, or fucking each other over.
That's why they all look
Both.
alike.
Okay.
Mel Gibson, The Patriot. You guys seen this movie?
Yeah,
Mel
of
Gibson,
course.
The Patriot. So, the one thing that I will remember in relation to cannonballs and that movie in particular, we're talking on Revolutionary War, is that I had this one substitute teacher who. You guys remember the scene where there's a cannonball rolling on the ground and it just completely takes off this one dude's leg?
Sure.
No.
It's apparently it's a very big scene. I guess I might have seen it once, but I had this one like really old substitute teacher in middle school who I just have to say it because every time he was my substitute teacher over and over and over again, he'd be like, I helped on the Mel Gibson movie The Patriot, and let me tell you guys something. That was not just a special effect. This man was already an amputee. He only had one leg. That's how they did that effect.
That's
that was
every
his thing. Every substitute, every time he came in, he said that. I must have heard it 6 or 7 times. So if I didn't tell the world, I would feel.
That's every substitute teacher in Los Angeles. They're just still trying to pitch their screenplay or make it in the business. Yeah, your dentist is fixing your teeth. He's like, I was the second stand-in on The Patriot.
Is there anything?
Do you have
sadder?
a good agent? As he's cleaning your fucking teeth.
Is there anything sadder than a substitute teacher or a dentist who's living off of an accomplishment? I mean, your substitute teacher was probably number 272 on the list of importance when it came to people who developed the movie The Patriot.
Maybe lower.
Probably lower. I'm sure a lot of the stand-ins did much harder work than he did. But he is coasting off that and will coast off that to the grave. He'll be telling whoever's surrounding him on his deathbed that story.
Yeah.
And then also, when we're talking about cannonballs, I had another point. It doesn't fucking matter. Want to move on to your art here? I see you brought your easel in.
And Brooks, if you could, just talk pretty close to the microphone.
That's always been a problem of mine. I can never quite talk loud enough.
Yeah, I
into the
never know.
mics.
I never know which on that mic. I never know. Do I talk into the? I never know which end to talk to.
Up here, I feel like here's good.
You can just kind of look at the way I talk into it, because I have the same one.
Okay, well, I feel like I was.
Brooks-
Maybe I'm just not talking loud enough.
Just pretend it's gay season and do what you would do with a cock.
Nice. That is black. It is
Brooks
black.
has gay
Brooke.
seasons.
Oh, nice. What season are we in right now? It's almost Pride. It's almost gay season. Pride month starts in June.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why, literally.
Yeah, we got
Gays get the summer?
Dude,
They
gays
get
get
June.
the full month. Dude.
Yeah. And Asians, I didn't know Asians had May. Is this new?
No.
It's just they brought it up now because of Stop Asian Hate.
Where
I
is the
see.
Asian hate? Who hates Asian people?
Well,
I just want to fuck them.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
well, a lot of people hate Asian people. I mean, if you like, but all the Asian, I hate to bring this up, it just can't pop into my mind. Like, let's face it, the people who are attacking Asians, like in the news, like it's not a lot of white people doing that. You know what I mean? It's a lot of like corner store owners getting assaulted by,
Yeah.
people from the neighborhood buying, sour cream and onion Lay's potato chips.
Sure.
Right? Or
Johnny,
40 ounces.
Johnny Mitchell, the 40 ounces. There's the giveaway.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was just in Berkeley this weekend. It is a complete
commies.
complete shithole, though, but it's so ghetto.
Yeah.
There are people in broken down secondhand lawn chairs in front of the liquor stores getting fucked up.
Yeah.
On Main Street at 2 p.m.
No problem.
If you
No
put up-
cops, no fucking nothing,
Oh,
right?
are you kidding
It's
me?
anarchy
The
up
cops
there.
would get firebombed if they brought their cruiser into that city. But if you just if you pulled all the security footage from Oakland and San Francisco
Yeah.
and Berkeley, you would see people of every race getting attacked arbitrarily
Right.
every day.
Yeah.
Because enough people are on drugs and tweaking out.
That's right.
And so it's such bullshit that the newspaper can just compile enough incidents of the flavor of the week race getting attacked and construct some narrative around it.
Right.
That's why I don't understand why they don't do something like having a encampment of homeless people in front of your $1 million apartment is a state safety hazard. Like, you're just gonna get stabbed walking down the street.
Totally.
Dude, it's complete anarchy. Like, in LA, it's the same thing. I saw a woman basically getting assaulted by her baby daddy at a gas station.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, this is none of my business. I'm driving away, dude. Because
Yeah.
what am I supposed to do? The cops aren't coming.
Yeah.
Unless she's bleeding.
Yeah.
Unless there's a felony going on, the
Yeah.
cops are not coming. I can't do anything. I mean, if I step in, I'm going to get my throat slit.
You're gonna get
you know what I mean?
popped. Yeah.
Dude, it's like everybody is just turning the other cheek.
Sure.
Like, and it's complete anarchy. I'm driving down La Brea on the way here. There's a fat homeless Mexican guy in a wheelchair. He looked like he just rolled out of a mental hospital.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were like, "Oh, you're good to go." Has no shirt on, and he's like, "Dude, it's like he's listening to like house music. He's just doing this in the he's raising the roof, dude, in the middle of La Brea."
Yeah.
And everybody's just driving around him. No
Sure.
big deal. Nobody.
He's on the street. He's not on the sidewalk.
He's in the middle of the
oh
boulevard,
my god!
dude.
Was it an electronic wheelchair?
No, not even.
Manual, one hand. He's
Manual,
left-handing
old
it.
school, dude.
Doesn't even have the respect for the traffic flow to use both hands. He's got to raise the roof with hand right.
Dude, and nobody is like, hey, can I help you? I mean, this man's totally in need of our help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people are like, oh, I'm not going anywhere near that, dude.
In LA, man, there is such a culture of fear because this weekend I was noticing this. Myself and Nico did a tour of Northern California. We hit 6 really shitty roadside attractions.
Nice.
The alley of bubble gum, the gigantic Transformer statue, the biggest cabbage in the world. And while driving up through Northern California, you see a lot of Blue Lives Matter flags.
Right.
You see a lot of Trump flags. The only Blue Lives Matter bumper sticker I've seen in LA is on the 405. And it's a guy who lives in Orange County driving up to Bakersfield for the weekend, knowing he's not going to stop
Yeah,
in, park, and get his car broken into
Yeah.
by some fucking liberal hater.
That's right.
And when that prevails, where you can't have the lawn sign you actually believe in for fear that your neighbor's going to
Right.
vandalize your house or somebody's going to throw a brick, you're not going to be able to make a call when there are junkies in front of your apartment complex.
Right.
It's so
Right.
true, because that's the only reason why I didn't put a Trump sticker on my car, because I was like, someone's gonna key my car.
And that,
Oh, yeah,
that
absolutely.
permeates all the
Absolutely.
decisions you make. You're not going to step in when there's any racially charged domestic violence going on
Well,
because Johnny doesn't want to be what? Are you assuming he can't handle it
Yeah.
himself because he's black, sir? Is that what you're assuming?
Hey, I want to go viral on TikTok, just not that way. you know?
Yeah.
But no, I'm saying I wasn't stepping in. I wasn't not stepping in because they were black. I wasn't stepping in because I'm a pussy.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing.
Like,
Yeah, me
fuck
too.
that, dude. Yeah.
Austin, you wouldn't have stepped in because they were black.
I wouldn't have stepped in because I'm a pussy.
Okay.
Yeah, no. It's just my point is the breakdown of law and order happens fast, you know? Like, you know, people just don't give a shit. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's the tale of two Californias, right? It's Modesto and then it's Santa Monica.
Yeah.
Two very different places. Two very different countries. They're like different countries,
Yeah,
you know?
I guess the biggest difference, because Modesto is a shithole, so
Yeah.
it's not a really good contrast. I'd say Newport Beach in LA is the
Sure,
tale of
even,
two
yeah,
Californias.
absolutely.
Because
True.
that is the way California should be down there. Pristine shopping malls, plenty of parking. You, if you have to take a shit in public, can easily find a place that'll accommodate you. Try shitting in public in Los Angeles.
No, you could just shit in public in Los Angeles. That's the point, dude.
I've seen
It's way harder to shit in public down there. They might even arrest you.
I think
That's
I've
true.
seen
Shit down
3
there.
turds like physically leaving somebody's asshole.
That's great.
Living in
Well,
LA.
in contact still.
Well, Austin, that's because you can't look away. Maybe don't fix your eyes on the homeless woman bending over and pushing.
That's actually because he has some really strange sexual hang-ups too.
Absolutely.
I was on Melrose one time and this guy was just bent over, both hands on his ass cheeks, standing like over a curb, and did like a half squat. Shit.
Austin's like, wait a minute,
pulled up
let me
his
get
pants
under there.
And just
Yeah,
kept
let me get under
walking.
there.
Yeah. Let me buy a coffee table at this antique store real quick.
Oh my God, is
shitting
this
on Joe.
hot Carl finally
Yeah.
about to...
But people, for those of you who don't know, Melrose is one of our main shopping districts. So picture, I don't
Melrose
know,
Place.
Fifth Avenue in New York. Picture
Yeah.
a guy. It probably does happen there too, especially now. I'm sure there are people shitting on Fifth Avenue all over New York City.
Yeah. New York's, bro, you can't even go there.
It's done.
It's crazy. Well, it's not done, but it's cycling. We're at the bottom of the cycle. You know?
You think it's going to pick up and eventually get better again?
Yeah, I do. I mean, unless the whole nation crumbles, but I don't really see that happening. I think
Yeah.
it'll be like we're in 1992 right now. You know
There
what I
is truth to that, because I heard this year that like California for the first time actually lost total residents
It did.
because people running away.
Yeah.
And I've always just thought there are too many goddamn people here.
Yeah.
So
well, that's
I
true.
mean-
But if you look at the movies, like a perfect example, if you watch movies from the 80s and 90s, like Colors, remember Colors or Falling Down with Michael Douglas?
I haven't seen either of those.
Okay, so it's graffiti everywhere. LA just looks like a shithole. That's how it looks like now.
Yeah.
So it's just the 30-year
Yeah.
cycle. You know what I mean? It's very if you just go back in history, you can almost set your watch to it, you know? So we're just at the bottom of the cycle
Sure.
again, you know? And then you'll get a guy in office, right? Hopefully Caitlyn Jenner will put these homeless people need to be in hospitals.
Yeah.
You know,
Unironically, would
they need to
probably
be
do a really good
restrained
job.
and put in hospitals. Well, yeah, she's got the best of both worlds. She'll rule like a woman, but balance the budget like a man, hopefully. You know what I mean?
She's running for office, huh, Caitlyn Jenner?
yeah,
Governor,
Kate,
yeah.
dude. Governor. Yeah.
Sure. You like it, Austin? For Austin,
Dude,
Austin's-
she's pretty based.
politics
She
trump
is pretty
everything for
based.
Austin.
She is pretty based.
She could be everything. She could identify as an elk. She could be half Hawaiian, half black, half Chinese. But if she's conservative, Austin's voting.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. She said, okay, we got to build that wall. We got to get rid of all these homeless people. I'm like, all right.
Austin, how much of that cider have you drank? Or how much
Almost
of that?
all of it.
Yeah, I gave him a cup full of seltzer. I don't know why I regret it, and I can already tell he's getting drunk.
Yeah, he's really taking liberties on that mic.
I know,
He's really
Austin.
making
When I
himself part of
drink
the show,
on the
huh?
podcast, I talk a lot more.
It's
oh,
okay.
man.
Well, you can crack open that gift from Swolby1 Kenobi. We were talking about this before the mics went hot. Swolby1 Kenobi, great friend of the podcast. Nice.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
He spilt the seltzer all over his feet. Okay. So should Dino take over camera switching duties? That's what's happening.
Oh, I love it, dude. We kind of just fly by the seat of our pants production-wise
Yeah.
here at the Leo and Danny show.
No, don't use toilet paper. Austin, go out to the kitchen. There is a dish rag. Grab that. Austin is staggering.
Austin looks like he hasn't had a good meal. Yeah, his body does not look like it can process alcohol.
Yeah,
You know?
I think you made a joke at our live stand-up show that he looks like he licks metal objects for protein or nourishment.
Oh, yes, for iron.
For iron,
yes,
of course.
Yes. Okay, let me tell this story while we're waiting for Austin. So this is 2 days ago. So I bartend on the weekends just because, just for extra cash and shit.
Sure.
So I'm at my buddy's bar. I'm bartending. And there's 2 chicks, right? One is a pig. One is fucking hot. Big fake tits, blonde hair. Looks like Austin after a good Jewish doctor fucking put some work on him.
How
You know
big
what I
are
mean?
her fake tits?
High C's.
High C's. They have to be smaller.
What is it? High or low C's? What's bigger? What's a bigger C?
I'd say high C works for me.
High C, perfect.
Sure.
So,
but yeah, on Austin's frame, there's a ceiling to fake tits. They can't be double D's or F's. They have to be C's.
Exactly, or else they look like kickballs. You know what I mean? So I got the pig and the hot chick, and I'm chatting them up. I'm working that tip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at the end, right, they're getting good and drunk. I can tell these broads are into me. They split the bill.
Yeah.
They split the bill and they leave. I pick up the 2 checks. I see one of them has left me their number.
Already see where this is going.
One of them has left me their number. And I know who I am. I'm like, with my fucking luck, with Johnny Mitchell luck, it's the pig who left me her number.
Sure.
So I'm like, whatever. But I can't rember whose name is the pig. I don't know. You know what I mean?
PIG wasn't her first name?
No. No, I think it was no. I can't even remember. It was like I don't even remember her name, but I have her number. So if the fans out there want to send her some pictures, I can give it out on the show right now. This fucking whore.
I want to see her.
You can dox people on YouTube. It's against DOS.
Oh, okay. So anyways, well, we'll run this by standards and practices.
Yeah,
after.
Do fat whores have rights on YouTube? I wasn't aware.
I just want the channel banned. It could get it banned.
So anyways, but so I text her. I'm like, hey, and I'm kind of seeing someone, so I don't really care if it goes anywhere.
Yeah.
But I text her. I'm like, hey, it's Johnny from the restaurant. Were you the blonde by chance or the brunette? The brunette's the fat one.
Here's what you should have done, Johnny. You should have been like, hey, baby, you were so cool. I want to go skydiving tomorrow. You know the weight limit's on 230 pounds.
I like that.
You
could
have felt around that way.
Yeah, I'm looking for a piggyback ride.
Yeah.
Pig. It turns out it was the blonde one. It was the hot broad. It was the hot broad. Look at number. So she goes, so she gets back to it. So I'm like, hey, we should do something. She's like, yeah. You know, making plans and stuff. She texts me back. She goes, hey, I got curious and looked you up online. That can't lead to anything good.
No.
She goes, yeah, not for me. Thanks anyways.
Oh my God.
And I think it was this show. I think it was the clip of me sitting next to the 2 18-year-olds that really turned her off.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that used to happen to me all the time.
Yeah,
man.
it just happens, man. It happens until you get to a point where you're famous enough to where it breaks down their insecurities.
Sure.
And you know what I mean? I'm like, God, this comedy's really ruining my life.
Yeah.
You know?
I had a point when I lived in San Francisco, and I was way, way below where you're at as far as exposure, certainly talent.
Right.
I'd been doing comedy for 3 years, but I was doing written comedy. I would write short stories and essays and publish them on Amazon. I was working as a barback, and I barbacked at a restaurant that catered to kickball leagues that would come in. Adult sports leagues for kids who went to Stanford and Berkeley.
I hate those motherfuckers. They're the worst, dude.
And now they work at Google and Salesforce, and they want to make friends and socialize.
That's right.
So they play kickball, but it's really all just a smokescreen for them to drink away their sorrows.
That's right.
On Wednesday night, and let it still be socially acceptable.
Right. And it's a bunch of dorky white dudes and Asians. That's all it is. It's a bunch of white dudes and people named Patel.
Yeah, and they have, and it'll be like a girl who comes in and she's got a shirt that says "Nah" in quotes, signed by Rosa Parks, and she's just white as paper is.
Right.
And just social justice warrior, rich.
Yeah.
Brooks is spaced out. But I was in there, and this chick and I hit it off, which is always a miracle. Not even the bartender. The bartender is cool.
All right. He's got some power.
Absolutely. And there is a pussy-getting ingredient of being a bouncer or a bartender.
Yes.
Where it's every other guy in the bar, because all that's relevant in the girl's brain is what she sees around her. Incomes are sort of irrelevant. It's just the social hierarchy going on.
Yep.
The guys lined up at the bar like, hey, what's your number? What do you do for work? You want to come over and drink with my friends? What are you doing later? Those guys are needy and desperate.
That's right.
And the guy cracking jokes, making the drinks, isn't.
That's right. He's the one that I'm giving you what you need.
Yes.
You need a drink, and I got some skill. You know what I mean? I'm pouring the shit. I'm shaking the shit.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm kind of cool.
Sure.
You know?
Caveman brain of the woman sees you as higher status, regardless of the guy's incomes who are hitting on her.
Yeah.
The same with a security guard, but a busboy is hard to overlook.
Absolutely.
So it was always a divine event when a hot girl who made $160,000 a year would come over and talk to me. This blonde girl did. She had a great body, clearly an ex-athlete. 3 days later, she texts me, "Hey, I found your website, themullenmode.com. I saw the story you wrote. When your girlfriend fucks a black dude. This is really inappropriate. I don't think I can talk to you anymore. It was nice meeting you. Have a good life."
Yeah. Yeah, and you gotta, dude, that's what people are always like, oh, you must get tons of pussy doing comedy. I'm like, I think I've lost more pussy doing comedy than I've actually benefited from.
Yeah.
You know? It's a net loss doing this fucking shit.
You definitely, because as far as online presence, after I collaborated with a channel called Nelk, I definitely hit a point where no matter how scummy I was, no matter the content would be like, I get fall over drunk.
Yeah.
There was no art to it. It wasn't particularly funny.
Right.
But because of enough shitheads were clicking like and giving it a thumbs up, the girls didn't care anymore.
You're the bartender now.
Yes.
You're not the busser, you're the bartender.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Way to bring it back home. But then I got with my girlfriend, so now I just haven't been able to cash in. When I would have absolutely sacrificed a testicle for what I have now when I was 25.
Yeah.
As far as the pussy getting capabilities.
That's right. Well, hey, girlfriend, you better be on your toes. Sorry.
I get it.
Sorry.
Yeah, she's gonna like that. She's gonna love that.
Delete that. Sorry, I know we're in hot water. Hey, I know these last couple of weeks have been trying. Austin, timestamp that. Take it out.
It's okay. I cheat on her all the time. Joking, baby. Joking.
Yeah, dude. That's women are just fucking cunts. Just end to end, just predictable, fucking, just boring cunts. She goes, yeah, I want to end a bad thing before it begins. I think that's what she said. I think that's what she texted me. This is the chick from the bar.
We're coming back to your girl. Okay. Yeah. I want to end a bad thing before it begins.
She goes, it's sad too because you're so cute. I'm like, it's sad that you're so boring. It's sad that your life is so daft of satire that you would think that that you would, you know, like, what are you even fucking talking about?
Sure.
I do find that, like, there are girls who are, like, surprisingly based, and when they figure out that you are, like, anti-politically correct and stuff, it sometimes it does really good for me. Like, I've showed Tinder chicks Danny's YouTube videos, and they totally fucked with it.
I love that. I love that you're showing them my content to
make me look
your
cool.
pussy getting potential.
Yeah. No, and those
I get recognized in public now when I go out with chicks all the time, and it is a big bonus.
It's good for pussy.
And those kind of chicks that will fuck you, those rock and roll chicks, it's great, but you know, they generally have a lot of skeletons. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just want like a clean, you know, fake titted chick with a job. Right? And you're not going to get many of those in the Danny Mullen regime.
But,
you know,
dude, you got to quote Austin, you have to have a chick who is quote unquote based if you're going to be like us. You can't have a girl who tweets about Obama and posts a black square on her fucking Instagram for BLM.
You can't. Forget about it.
It won't work, dude. And even
I just experienced. Let's just say
Brooks off the bench.
He was
like sitting 6 man. He's like,
here's
put me
the thing.
in, coach. I'm ready.
It was more of a like me sitting here and like everyone's talking. And it's just like.
Oh, you were tuning us out?
Oh wow, that's great. That's
it wasn't me tuning
back.
you out more than it was like, what has my life become?
Okay.
Where am I? What's happening? Why am I here in this place?
You're like the guy who came off the landing craft in Saving Private Ryan. The mortar shell landed and just that tune out.
I was gonna say
I'm in a very confused state in my life right now. Extremely confused.
I'm confused. I'm confused why you look like the guy from Memento.
I haven't seen that movie. I haven't seen that movie.
Oh God, you're killer references. Watch some movies, motherfucker.
See, I helped you when you nailed Austin with he looked like Tig Notaro, or was that Dino?
That was Dino.
Yeah, I was there for you on that one.
You got that one.
So I feel like that'll carry me past this mishap.
Is that a good thing? Is that a good thing?
No,
it's a bad thing.
It's a bad thing. It's a decidedly bad thing.
Wait, I'm gonna piss. I gotta piss real quick. Can we timestamp this? I want to hear all about it, Brooks. I'm fucking psyched for this, actually.
Okay.
I just went to the bathroom. While I was in there, I hear Brooks say, "Yeah, man, I'm in a weird place in my life. I've given up on women and men." What's been going on, Brooks?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Talk to me, babe.
Well, first off, this is a good thing, but I've been 2 months sober. Tomorrow will be 2 months since Johnny, and so
obligatory.
What do you mean since Johnny?
Well, I went on Johnny Mitchell's show, and that March 10th, that marks my sobriety date.
No shit. So that was the last time you drank.
It's interesting that you invite. Yeah.
Wow.
That evening, it was because it was during your podcast in particular that I kind of was able, like, looked back on my life the past several years, was just had to no choice but to sort of face the man that I had become, and I was not happy with him.
So the man you had become was, because I remember it kind of started off as a joke, but it sort of the bit became on that show. The bit was, I don't think you're really gay, dude. I think you just smash chicks. I think it's just a device to get more puss, which is brilliant. I wasn't even putting you down. But something about that interview really made you look inward. And I remember we were DMing and stuff, and you were
on this show, please.
What's that?
I just don't think that
you said inward. He thought you said N-word.
yeah.
It was a joke, but
Oh, that was good. Was that? Oh, okay.
it was
Gotcha.
racially charged.
Wait, I can't say the N-word on here?
Go ahead. No.
all right, but I never claimed to be gay. So I have some like oral versus bottom tendencies that we don't need to get into.
Hey, just explain. Just define oral versus bottom or whatever the fuck you just said.
Look it up on Grindr.
No, please tell us what you're talking about.
Just sounds like a Mexican wrestling match. Oral versus bottom.
Basically, put enough drugs in you and anything's possible.
Come on,
That
elaborate
is
a little
true.
bit, Brooks.
Yeah.
Please.
A little Coke in the asshole as I call it a frozen margarita.
Sure. Mix that with a popper. Anything will fit right in. Brooks, just elaborate on the oral versus bottom thing, and maybe tell us a little bit about your relation to Grindr.
Okay. Well, it's no longer on my phone.
That's a start.
Hold on. Let me look.
Just on the computer. Just so I only check it twice a day now.
The desktop HTML version. That's it. Runs a little slower, not as convenient with the messaging.
I never had sex with guys. I would, from time to time. Sometimes you just gotta suck a dick for the boys, you know.
You sound like a rat dick right now. You sound like rat dick Ralph.
Sometimes you gotta suck a dick for the boys.
Sometimes you gotta suck a dick for the boys.
Does that mean drugs? Sometimes you gotta suck a dick for drugs. That makes a little more sense.
It's a bit of an innuendo.
Or if you have two young sons and you have to pay for their college tuition by sucking dick. That's
there's
for the boys.
there's like a dean of admissions, right?
well, long story short, I was on Johnny Mitchell's podcast.
It's like, hey, I don't know. If you care about your kid's future,
it's
or not,
impossible. You have two incredible podcast hosts. It's almost impossible to get a word in edgewise. I've discovered here.
We're sorry. You know what this is. You know what our podcasting is like when we have sidekicks on. It's like
I'm a sidekick
being
now.
it's like being a Thanksgiving.
I thought I was a guest. Now I have been completely. I'm demoted to sidekick.
Sidekick
now.
is above guest. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I don't want
way
to.
above guest.
I want to.
Richter's above whoever sits on the couch next to Conan.
I'm just here for the day, just to be an asshole, and then I get to leave. You're part of the family. You know what I mean? This is like you know what it's like. It's like being at a big poor Irish Thanksgiving, and there's 18 kids and only food for 8. You gotta just. It's a scramble. You gotta just fucking throw it out, dude.
That's another thing is I want to feel like I'm part of the family, but also now I feel as though I've entered the days where quote unquote pussy coordinating has brought me a great deal of darkness into my life.
I think it's because people don't understand the definition of pussy coordinator. It's not just that you get a lot of pussy; it's that you just have a lot of friends that are chicks. So if we need girls for videos,
but then also a lot of times the girls that are my friends, they hear this nickname and then I'm no longer friends with them.
Well, pussy coordination really sounds like fancy jargon for a pimp, which respect for that.
I don't want to be that anymore. I've given up on women and men.
Those make the best pimps, though. The best pimps are the guys that don't need pussy. All they care about is the money.
I don't want money.
You're gonna talk.
I don't care about money. I just wanted to be. All I wanted was to be an artist, and even that's failing.
No, come on, man.
My one hope is that my apprentice Dino will surpass me faster than sooner than later.
Well, dude, you got a great fucking online following, man. Their fans love you. Like, you got some heat, bro. Start selling your fucking prints,
I spin. But the thing is, I can't.
Let's back up a little bit, Brooks, because you've gotten sober, and that's fucking great. You borrowed a book from me. You're trying to find some motivation, get a little more disciplined. But doing those things doesn't mean you have to become humble to the point where you're depressed and you no longer have willpower. You can still.
Willpower's hard, yeah.
You seem like you're guilty for things you've done in your past, and now you're just rolling over and letting life pass you by.
I just got
for
out
that.
of a very intense relationship with someone who ultimately basically it always came back to like. Basically the last thing that she said, and then I was just like, I can't do this anymore.
What was the last thing she said?
Basically, she
Into the mic if you don't mind, Brooks.
I just can't be with somebody who is a pussy coordinator.
Pussy coordinator.
That sounds like again.
Sounds like a pussy you can do a backflip. It's a coordinated pussy.
It sounds like middle management. It sounds
Pussy
like you have a
coordinator?
title. Yeah, I am the pussy coordinator.
It's like it's the nickname, the slang name for the guy at the wedding who figures out where the women sit. He's the pussy coordinator.
Well,
My name's Brooks. I'm a pussy coordinator. Here's my card.
it was probably too soon. It was probably too soon, having just become sober, to be like, you know what? No, I can. My life's together now. I can find a good woman, and try to really focus on being a better person, and stray away from my dark past that was brought to light in the Johnny Mitchell show. And then it slowly became me reliving my dark past, and like she would find videos, and then I got basically there was I had this opportunity that I was going to get a lot of money for this. To do this, like, because I do all these special effects on my videos, and then I had this opportunity where I was going to do this commercial for, I don't even remember the name, some like t-shirt company thing, and it was basically, they wanted me to do a power, because I do these very
this company.
I do these I do these Power Ranger-esque like special effects videos, which get like 100 views. Like no one watches them, but somehow
They're really good.
Some people, someone found it and was trying to get me to do this, and then that was kind of the. Then I guess it was this podcast. I don't even know what particular it was on this podcast
Sure.
I said, but they found it and they were like, "Oh, we've decided no longer to work with you." And I was like, "Well, fuck."
But let me say this, Brooks.
I dug my own grave.
Well, it's smart that you're back on this show after losing a big gig,
But-
after being on this show.
I mean, let me say this, Brooks. What has brought you more in life, though? What has brought you more potential income and happiness and profile on the internet? All the scummy stuff you've done over the years and all of the work you've put into your YouTube channel and your paintings and your collaborations, or a potential paycheck from some company you can't even remember the fucking name of?
Right.
Why are you
Yeah.
hung up on this little deal that went south? Fuck them.
Well, it's not about the deal as much as it is.
What numbers are we talking? Come on, spit it.
It was
What number?
$8,000 a lot for me.
Okay,
so.
sure.
Okay.
But it was more so. It was more so a symptom of a much larger problem. Where this wasn't the first time that it was more so the fact that me, quote unquote, pussy coordinating had kind of just I also associate it with this time in my life where I'm drinking every single day, shredding Adderall left and right. Who knows, whatever else I had to do when I'm coming down off the Adderall. Just like I was in a bad place, and I just kept numbing myself because I was like, you know what, I feel like shit, so I've got to do the next thing that makes me not feel like shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was living a very reckless and completely like a lifestyle where it was not sustainable. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And so I was feeling really good. I got sober. I was feeling really good. I meet this girl who, to be honest, I straight up fell in love with, and then all of that. And then it slowly became like, oh, this would appear, this video of me, there's one girl who I'm still friends with, licking my tongue, all of a sudden that became a problem, all
Sure.
of these things. And then I'm losing opportunities because, and then it's all like, oh, well, maybe you're losing this because of the way it used to be. And moving forward, especially my sobriety, I want to continue to have continue to develop and have good positive relationships with people, but I also want to use it as sort of a learning experience. I want to focus more on my art than being someone who is quote unquote coordinating pussy. I know that is a nickname that was given to me, but at this point I'm just I'd like to move past all of that, because it just brings me to this place in my life where I'm
You hear that,
dark
fans?
place.
If you want cunt, find it yourself. He is out of the business.
Maybe
I'm the one who's in trouble. He was the guy
film-
who coordinated. You coordinated pussy for the Danny Mullen
I'm just
channel.
hoping that I'm worth more than just doing that, is what I'm saying.
Brooks, you're a Renaissance man, bro.
Here's what I think. First of all, I think one of the rules of sobriety is you're not supposed to get into a relationship right after
Exactly.
you sober
I
up.
fail. Yeah,
Exactly.
I didn't work. I wasn't working a 12-step program or anything, and so I did not and people are telling me that now, and I'm like, I probably
Is Mudflap your sponsor?
no. In fact, Mudflap just told me that if I killed myself, then my paintings would be worth more money. So thanks, Muddy.
That's amazing, dude. That's incredible advice.
I love you too, Mudflap. He was
only-
joking, but I put that in the group chat. Well, by the way, Nico was posting way too many appropriate things in the group chat.
Appropriate or inappropriate?
Inappropriate.
Yeah, he's probably
Dude,
drinking.
Nico sent us a picture of a girl with her entire asshole flipped inside out.
That's a
prolapsed
pink sock.
anus,
So
prolapsed.
Good for him. He might be our new pussy coordinator. But Brooks,
I'm trying to get. I have been teaching King Croc. Actually, we've been having some private sessions where I have been
about pussy.
We've been going out on Instagram Live and having King Croc hit on chicks.
Yeah, I know. It's hilarious. I saw it firsthand in Yosemite. It was great. But Brooks, it seems to me like right now you're really bummed about a relationship ending, and therefore you're looking back on your recent past in this dark lens.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's totally fair. I agree that the way you were living as far as Adderall and booze and pills and staying up late and dating porn stars was not good.
Wow.
But the essence of what you were doing,
shred Adderall,
which is
fucking have pussy thrown at me so much I don't even know what to do with it. Oh, fuck you, dude.
the essence of what you've been doing, though, is you've been hanging out with influential people. You've been raising your profile as an artist, and you've been getting better at your art. I think all that is really positive stuff.
Yeah. And now that you're sober, great. It's time to fucking level up. Step it up a notch, you know? Right?
Absolutely.
This
man.
is all
I didn't realize that.
bro.
I didn't know that the Leo and Danny show became the Danny.
You're a therapist. You're a therapist.
Danny's therapy show.
And also,
man.
you need to think of it like this. So you fell for this one girl. You and I know very well, I'm sure, we've fallen for enough fucking broads, that the girl that your body and your mind is attracted to, those things being true does not mean at all that she is actually the right girl for you.
Correct.
Do you know how many times I lied to myself about my first girlfriend, convinced myself she was marriage material, all of her shortcomings, all of our glaring deficiencies as far as communication and compatibility could be overlooked?
Right. I'm
You
like,
were prob-
I'm like, Danny, we're in Tijuana, and she's a stripper, dude. Come on. We got to
Danny,
fucking...
there is still donkey cum leaking out of her body. You got to call this off, man. I don't.
Danny,
I'm your
she's
best
in
man.
love,
Listen
she's
to
in
me.
love with the donkey, dude.
She loves- He's over there at that table. You can't marry this chick. Brooks. Yeah, dude, you probably just fell for this chick because she was the first available hot girl who liked you.
Yeah.
And
You were coming off pills and booze.
Sure.
And your emotions, your brain was literally, your neurochemistry was all fucking out of whack trying to repair itself.
Yeah.
And so you were vulnerable, man.
And also, I forgot my point. Listen to me. I'm going to look at you in the eyes for a second. And my point's going to come back to me. I don't know.
Those baby, all I need are the baby blues, and things are right back on track.
You just want to make eye contact? I thought you gave up, man, Brooks.
Oh, dude. Well, I think I do need to. I set these weird absolutes for myself.
And who's giving up men too? By the way, it's 2021. I'm giving up women.
I'm giving up I'm giving
like
up everything until I. This is kind of, and people. I tell people this, and they're like, "You are completely stupid for this." Like, I came to LA, I started a new Instagram, and I was like, "I will not return to North Carolina until I have 10,000 followers." It's been like over 2 years, and I still. It was especially hard for Mother's Day. Like, I haven't seen my family in over 2 years, and it's such a stupid thing to like 10,000 followers. Like, you throw a fucking like dollar, like a golden dollar down the street, and you hit like two people with like 3 million.
It'd be funny if he got
followers.
super famous and returned to his North Carolina town, and they just beat him to death for being gay.
Well, ultimately, it's like, yeah, I haven't seen my family.
Like, yeah, we love your followers.
I worked so hard to like, make my a name for myself as an artist, and so it can be definitely, you can feel very like, I feel defeated. I'm not gonna lie, I do feel defeated from time to time.
Okay, Brooks. I remember what I was going to say. We talked earlier about how we probably do, all of us in this room, need to find a woman who is a little bit quote unquote based, which Austin had to explain that term to me.
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, I didn't know either. It just means,
turkey-based?
if not conservative, certainly not politically correct.
It means like, it's sort of like a parody of the word woke, but like the right version of it. Sort of like you're grounded in reality. Like if a chick says, maybe it's a bad idea for girls to have sex with 50 different guys a day. Maybe that's not sexually liberating. Maybe that's an unhealthy lifestyle. That's based. It's when you say those like truths that you're not supposed to say.
Wait, it's normal?
Yeah.
So we're talking, a chick that's not batshit.
Like,
That's-
hey, the
that's not a
government taking
political
half
thing.
of your income.
Yeah.
That's probably not based.
Yeah, which people would be afraid to say that out here in LA. I think you found the wrong chick, Brooks. And how long ago was this breakup? Because you seem fucked up right
What's
now.
her Instagram? Let's look her up
No,
right now.
no. That's the last thing I want to do. Because I care about her.
He's joking.
The thing is, I just blocked her on literally everything because I was like,
This is serious. This is serious.
Well, the thing is, I knew I was going to try crying and going back to her because, and it would have been unhealthy. This is the second time because of the pussy coordination situation that she had broken up with me via text. And I'm just like, that's so unhealthy and terrible for me. And so like I had to like cut myself off because I would have crawled back crying. I cried more times with her in like 2 months than I have with like anyone. And so, it was 2 days ago, pretty much 2 days ago.
Wow.
And yesterday, pretty much, I trained Dino a little bit. Dino, the main thing that really did it was I do painting streams with Dino, and Dino has to paint whatever people donate, like $1 1 minute. Dino painted a bunch of swastikas and dicks, and like I think it was a dick that had a female symbol was attached to on a leash with money as a thought bubble. That's what did it.
Hold on, can we have a fan send in?
That hit her personally.
Can we have a fan send in artwork with swastikas, but the ends of the swastikas are penises, like a penis swastika? That sounds amazing.
Make it rainbow too.
Come on to the live stream and make Dino and donate for Dino to destroy my next relationship, please.
I like that, dude.
No, the live streams with Dino are fun, and Dino has gotten to be extremely good at painting in a very short amount of time. So I'm very proud for that.
Well, he's going to prove that today. We're going to have a little draw off.
Okay.
But Brooks, I think this is just all really fresh.
Yeah.
I think you blowing up this pussy coordinator thing as if it's a title that everybody in Los Angeles knows you for is a little ridiculous. It's a nickname that some people have for you on my channel.
It's not.
Other than that, you're just a guy who's been with girls.
It's not about blowing it up. It's more so about the situations which have occurred. It's not. It's like the amount of quote unquote pussy that I have lost based on this title, it far supersedes, like you were saying earlier, the pussy that
Everybody's just losing pussy from being around Danny
It's
Moore.
like, I don't know why girls don't want to be with someone whose name is Pussy Coordinator. It's not based.
And also, okay, you just said the amount of pussy you've lost from that title is way more than the pussy you've gotten. Brooks, I've seen at least 5 videos of you immersed in an orgy with all chicks. So I've probably seen your penis go into at least 15 pussies. What are you talking about that this has lost you more girls than it's gotten you?
All right, well, I should stop referring to women as pussy. That is probably
holes, gash, correct.
Sets.
Slit.
That's what.
That's crock.
I like that.
Crock calls girls sets. I'm just like, what's up? But no, it's
He calls one girl a set. I thought a set was at least a group of girls.
I think that if I am actually intending to attract a girl like who is someone that I would want to be with for the rest of my life, it makes sense that they would not want to, I doubt I would want to date someone who would want to be referred to as someone who had been coordinated.
My girlfriend, I told her recently a story of me and Adam Fu double vaginaling a chick in Las Vegas. And she dealt with that information. My girlfriend has had to deal with a parade of videos of me making out with other girls, be they fat, African, Asian, Polynesian. She's dealt with all of that. She dealt with the hottest fan contest.
Mia is based. She is based.
The hottest fan contest was a video I did last April where the hottest fangirls from the channel showed their tits to compete with each other, talked about what they would do to me if we were on a deserted island alone. She's put up with all that, man. The girls are out there that have a sense of humor who aren't looking to settle down with a CPA type and have 2.5 kids.
And it's so much better when you have a chick with a fucking sense of humor.
But I've given up all women.
I've given
up all women at this point, so it doesn't really matter anyway.
All right, great. So we are going full homosexual. So this is what we're going to do.
And men, giving up all sex.
Asexual.
Asexual.
That's the new
Asexual.
nickname.
I like
well,
it, dude.
I still want to prove, my worth as a person, just as an artist. And so I feel as though if I can become a successful artist, then maybe I will reconsider breaking my, my abstinence. But
Brooks, I think I'm going to see you. I'm going to see you out to dinner, making out with your dog. You know what I mean? You're just done with humans.
Bestiality is on the table. Bestiality is on the table. I'm not removing that. Okay.
Isn't like the character and the person behind the art like almost more important though? Like 9 times out of 10 when it comes to like famous artists,
it
it's
depends.
like
Sometimes you need
history
to
of their
remove
life.
the artist from the art, and
That's what I say when I put on the fucking Cosby Show.
I feel like if you remove the art from the artist,
this is
some
a
cool
great
image
uplifting
from
show for
Fivers.
black people.
Not necessarily. John Wayne's
early watercolors.
Let's look at the paintings of John Wayne Gacy, for instance. Like John Wayne Gacy.
There's an artist right there.
Yeah, exactly. John Wayne Gacy.
Love those clowns.
Would you
Love that guy,
Would
yeah.
you like the clowns if you didn't realize that they were painted by John Wayne Gacy?
I think I probably like the paintings more, knowing that they're made by John Wayne.
Yeah.
Gacy.
Exactly. So
I
I'm saying
hate kids.
vice
so
versa.
I'm pro whatever he did. I hate children.
They were teenagers.
Yeah. Oh,
I thought they were kids.
They were teenagers.
Fuck. Well, I would have no fan base then. So
No, I say fuck the teenagers. Teenagers,
Yeah,
what do they
yeah.
do? They fucking crash their cars. They TP your house. Fuck them.
yeah, they but they don't even do cool shit like that anymore. That's what we did. You
Yeah.
know, we fucking egged people's houses. Like that was tight. You know,
Yeah.
we fucking circle jerked.
I
What do
left
the
a
kids do
dead.
now,
I left a
dude?
dead
They-
snake inside of my middle school enemy's mailbox. That was pretty based.
I mean, that is romantic. That's fucking weird.
Although that
dude.
was the first thing I found a dead snake. The next time I did kill a fish, I caught a fish and then left it. I was leaving a lot of dead things in my.
That is some North Carolina.
I want.
shit.
That was
You're
definitely
always
some North
playing
Carolina
with like dead
shit.
reptiles. You know
Joey,
what I mean?
if you see this, I'm sorry, Joey, but I will leave more dead animals if I find out where you live.
I'm sure Joey's watching right now. Brooks, we're going to have a little sketch contest. One at a time, everybody is going to have to sketch something. What is the thing we have to sketch?
Oh, what is the thing we have to sketch? Okay, how about we have to sketch our interpretation of.
No, this is already getting abstract.
Okay, not our.
How about an
interpretation.
alligator? How about a knight?
Okay. How about I want to say I want to do something that Dino's not used to draw. Okay. How about
Anything but a cock.
Okay. A breast. A one breast.
That was a good joke. Nothing. Something he's not used to drawing. Anything but a cock.
Yeah,
Come on,
I
you
got it. I was
fucker.
late. I was slow. I was slow.
All right. One breast, not two. Just one breast.
No, that's too easy.
One breast.
Come
so
on.
It's like a
I think
vasectomy?
I think that it could be. You can take it to a very. I don't know.
I want to draw a swastika. I want to draw a dick swastika. Can't I just draw that?
All right. Okay. How about a Roman soldier?
That's a sketch,
Roman
dude.
soldier.
Gay Nazis.
Roman soldier.
Okay, and Johnny, yours can have a dick swastika on his armor.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. I don't think I should be the one to choose. I think it should be someone else.
I gotta
that
like
should.
the Roman soldier is a good one.
I think it's
soldier?
good.
What is a Roman soldier?
It's where you put your penis over a guy's head.
Is that?
Oh, right. Yeah. Gotcha.
That actually is, I think, what a Roman soldier sex move is. You drape your limp penis over somebody's forehead. So it makes the little tassel.
It's the only kind of penis I have. So let's fucking do
All
it.
right. A Roman soldier it is
I get
then.
it.
Who's
He
gonna
has
start?
That's
erection
hilarious.
problems.
Who's gonna start?
You're just mad because I didn't give your last one the laugh you
No, I
wanted.
got it. I just wanted to clarify for the audience. I don't think everybody knows. You're
there-
dependent
Oh my
on medication.
gosh.
Is there a time
Gotcha.
limit? Is there a time limit?
No. Just everybody in turn leisurely draws a Roman soldier while the other people converse.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, we'll throw zingers while you want to do that? You want to talk about the news or something while they draw?
Yeah, Johnny said before he came on here that there's been a bunch of crazy shit in the news. I get so wrapped up in filming projects, I have no idea what's taking place.
Yeah, I don't even know what to talk about now. I mean, there's just so much shit, I don't even know how to begin and make it sound authentic. So
It's
I got nothing.
What I've noticed, and I'm sure everybody else has noticed this too, but it's companies right now are competing, it seems, to see who is more pro-black.
Yeah. Companies that 20 years ago were portraying black people, as criminals
Absolutely.
and base animals are now like falling over themselves,
Yeah.
trying to be the most woke.
Yeah.
It is actually a sign of progress. It really is a good thing. Like, you remember Cops? Remember these kids
The
don't
show
even know.
Cops?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
show Cops portrayed, poor people and black people as like, crackheads and animals.
Yeah.
It's kind of a good thing that doesn't exist anymore. I hate to be like serious woke Johnny for a second. I'm not even being woke, but but it's come so it's overcorrected so much in such a small amount of time.
Sure.
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
Like, Black Lives Matter. Like, why is the NBA putting that on their fucking basketball jerseys?
I know, I remember in 2016,
Here comes drunk guy.
BLM was. I'm not even drunk. I do kind of want to drink that other one though to get my buzz back.
Oh my god, dude. We're really gonna have to fucking bleep
I
out a
remember
few
like
N-words.
2016, BLM was just like a club at college where they would go into the library and scream at white students about.
Shit! I got
black
something way
people
more
or
interesting than
something like
that. The BLM leader. This is a good little titillating piece of news.
Yeah.
One of the founders of BLM was all over the news last week because she bought some house in Malibu. She bought like $1 million house.
Wait, there's no way she bought $1 million house in
purchased
Malibu.
a multi-million-dollar. It's in Topanga.
Multi-million
dollar.
Yeah.
We're in $1 million house, and $1 million house in LA is shit. So
Yeah.
it must have been at least $5 million, or I don't think.
I think it
No,
was
no, no,
like
this is a-
2.5 million, and it was in Topanga.
It was
and
in
it's rather
Topanga, but it
nice.
was close to Malibu, and just like a pristine property. Probably not a lot of black lives living around her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just a cash grab, dude.
Yeah.
She owns like an acres a huge estate in Georgia. This bitch is like a millionaire.
Where did all that BLM money
That's what I'm saying.
go?
It's all it's individual donations. It all goes to the top, dude. It's all a cash grab.
It's so funny because you'll see these celebrities, they'll virtue signal, oh, I donated $100,000 to this vague BLM movement. I'm like, why don't you just walk over to a boys and girls club and give them 10 grand to buy fucking basketballs for the little poor black kids in the neighborhood?
Exactly.
There's implicit racism in that comment.
Absolutely. You saying black people can play basketball?
Well, I mean, at a boys and girls club, you're kind of limited on space. They usually got like one basketball hoop.
They give them skis, they'll still be better at it than white people.
You wouldn't want to give them swim trunks.
But
yeah, that's going to be a dark
black
day.
people are actually a really good swim. That's an old stereotype.
I don't know. King Croc was like the first main black guy on our crew. He couldn't swim.
I think Austin's drunk.
Yeah.
Mudflap taught King Croc how to swim.
I know,
since
it's a
we
great
did that
idea.
video.
I was jealous of that idea. It's funny.
That it's really funny, actually. Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. That the leader of the Black Lives Matter movement is living in an all-white neighborhood, and she's probably telling her neighbors, "Hey, you see a black life on my lawn? You call the fucking cops. Get the fuck off my lawn."
Yeah, man. It's tough. All of this fucking shit being thrown out right now, the BLM, the fucking abolish rent, make the rich pay their fair share. I think it's just, they all know, all these people who are buying $2.5 million houses, or Bernie Sanders or Joe Biden, they know it's not a sustainable way to run the country.
Well, rich people paying their fair share. I mean, shouldn't everybody in theory pay their fair share? It's nobody knows what that is, though. You know what I mean? Because guys in 20 years, if like guys like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, who just built a rocket, he's doing like space tours now. Give some money to India, motherfucker. Like maybe they could use some vaccines, right? Like. There's a happy medium.
I mean, I guarantee though that this year alone, I have to cut a $30,000 check to the government, and so I imagine Elon Musk has 3 zeros attached to my number
for sure. But when you're at that staggering level of wealth, there's so many ways to fucking hide it and defer. Dividends.
But also, I mean, to use the example of Elon Musk, the amount of good he's doing for the environment, I think should already be seen as a massive contribution to humanity.
I think that the left have just lost their way with this whole, we need to just tax the fuck out of everybody instead of what happened to breaking up these massive corporations who basically run the world.
Ooh,
I thought the left was all about breaking up monopolies, but apparently not. They'd rather just
Roman soldier. I can put a good couple minutes, and no need to go too.
Well, what about Bill Gates? Bill Gates getting divorced. Speaking of billionaires, dude, his wife's
now rich as fuck.
You want a bigger?
No, dude, she's poor. She's poor, Austin.
Dude, what if you just had what if you had the dopest fucking divorce attorney and you just see her working at Ralph's handing out samples, dude? Oh, I would love that.
He did not get a prenup. He fucked up.
Okay, Austin, can you pull up, because I was very interested in the Jeff Bezos divorce, and this is timely that this has just come a couple of years later. Jeff Bezos' original wife was surprisingly hot. For a guy who himself was hideous when he was younger and not poor, he did pretty well for himself. And it wasn't obvious that he needed to go out and cheat with the mistress because his girlfriend or his wife was okay looking. I want to see Bill Gates' wife. And if there's a mistress, I want to see her too.
This is going to fuck you up. Pull that up.
Melinda?
Now, I think Bill Gates... First of all, is trans. If you look at him, he looks like a librarian, a dyke librarian.
Okay.
But dude,
it's quite the theory.
His mistress is actually uglier than his wife.
He's got a mistress.
He has a mistress.
Oh, I can't wait.
And dude, they had an arrangement once a year. I swear to God, they have an arrangement to where he gets to go hang out with her for a week once a year, and like supposedly go bike riding, and they don't imply that it's sex, but it's a very weird arrangement. But she's actually uglier than the wife. This guy's doing it all wrong.
It's probably like Danny's thing where you when he kisses girls, they have to be below a 7. I'm sure Melinda must have chosen her or okayed her.
Her net worth has to be below $1 billion. That's their rule they have established. Is this the mistress or the wife I'm looking at?
This
right
is
now?
The wife you're looking at.
Let me see the mistress.
Okay, let me find her too.
Let me see the mistry.
Uglier than that fucking thing?
Yeah, no. I mean,
Dino thinks she's an animal.
I mean, she looks like Bill Dawes.
Is it this blonde
Bill
chick?
Dawes is bad looking. Okay, she's better looking than the wife.
No, she's not, dude. I'm telling you, that's an old picture. She's a fucking dog.
Let me see.
She does look kind of disgusting.
No. It's like, so Bill Gates is either a psychopath or really a trans. Really, like really a transsexual person.
You're saying there's no reason a billionaire should be fucking a girl who looks like this unless there's something wrong.
Thank you. Who's
Yeah.
uglier than his wife? You
Sure.
just don't do that. You
We've
know what
heard
I mean?
Austin gave us a tip that Jeff Bezos fucked a chick that Austin knows who was a knockout.
So technically,
believe it.
I'm
He's doing it
Eskimo Brothers with Jeff Bezos.
You are so drunk right now.
Oh, he's
I'm
so
not.
drunk,
I'm just
dude.
proud of that.
I don't blame you
That's
for being
not
proud.
true. There's no way.
I drank like half a seltzer and spilt the
And
other
you
half on the
believed
floor.
her?
You also weigh 108
Well,
pounds.
she told me it was very traumatic, so yeah.
That just.
Oh, can she please elaborate? Can you just send her an innocent text right now? Hey, baby, remember that story you told me about Jeff Bezos?
I also feel like look, I'm not trying to throw you under the bus here, Austin, but how easy is it for you to believe things that that women tell you? Because
Could it be possible that she was lying?
I heard from a little birdie that you might have gotten kicked out of your own bed onto the floor of your trailer.
No,
Everybody who
offered to
listens
do
to this
that.
podcast heard that. My story
I
is the
sleep.
accurate
I
one.
wake up at 6 a.m. So
I
I
fuck-
have to.
You don't have to
There's
do
not
anything.
enough room.
But
in the
are you dating her?
No, we're not dating.
But like you guys have.
No.
Oh my
No.
god!
She actually has a boyfriend.
See, she's got a boyfriend. Brooks, see, he's trying to relinquish it, but he is the pussy coordinator through and through. He's putting you in your place right now, Austin. He's calling you a bitch.
No. I have relinquished it.
He's calling your fucking bluff,
I
Austin.
have relinquished it.
These are two different people, though, by the way.
Hey, Austin, I fucked that Amazon guy. I did.
Nah, it was actually like a really kind of like awkward conversation because I was asking where she got all of her money from, and then she almost started crying, and then I like egged her into explaining it to me, and it was like she fucked Jeff Bezos.
How much money does that net one?
I think she got like $45,000.
I love that
Just
it's
as
a
like
sum.
as like hush money.
Yeah.
Like he face fucked her.
It was
in
while he
in an
was
Applebee's
married.
or something. Yeah. Well, he just got divorced a couple of years ago.
He was cheating on his wife.
Dude, if I had Bezos money, I would walk up to whoever I wanted and just be like, 50 grand. 50, just suck me. We're at a truck stop right now. Just suck me in the bathroom, 50 grand.
Yeah.
It's naughty. It's pocket change to him. It's pennies in the couch.
It's
dude.
not even pocket change.
A
It
little
is
like an
a penny in the
18-year-old
couch.
girl,
It's Monopoly money.
$45,000 hush money.
Well, I didn't say 18.
That's how old she was, though.
Hey,
For
At least I think
hey,
so.
what a monster.
$45,000. I'm really curious how he lands on that sum. I heard that NBA owner Donald Sterling, the cheap fuck, would only pay girls $500 for a blowjob. So Jeff Bezos.
That's how the rich stay rich.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos is showing these motherfuckers their levels to the billionaire game. 45 fucking grand. Did he shit on her to come back to the coffee table stories?
I didn't get a lot of specifics.
Why
I said it
wouldn't
was
you?
Gross.
This seems like a once in a lifetime opportunity to get specifics.
I don't know. I was trying to fuck. I didn't want her all crying and awkward.
Oh, dude, you're gonna love what I fucking drew.
I can't believe it.
I'm trying not to look at it.
Okay.
Is it ready to go?
Mine's ready to go. Yeah.
Okay, well,
I
I
just
guess-
didn't want to spend too much time
I
on
guess
it. You know.
we're all doing a drawing and then we're going to the big reveal. Okay, I lost my graphite. Oh, never mind. I got it back.
Here, let me. I got another one for you. I got a large.
What is
are you
this?
good? Mm-hmm. That's Ocarina. Yeah.
I don't know. What
I
that
used to
is.
know how to play one of
I
those.
thought it was a.
I want to play the Song of Time. Way to fuck up my Song of Time, Brooks. Thank you. I'm trying to draw a Roman soldier. Yeah. All right. Johnny Mitchell, you want to do a little monologuing for me? Because
Yeah.
I got to focus up.
Yeah, let me do some plugs real quick. So I will be in.
Not what I meant, but that's okay.
This is what I meant by monologuing. I will be in Austin, Texas, doing shows May 23rd through the 27th. Sunday, I will be headlining Parker's. It's called Parker's. It's a jazz club. Monday, I will be headlining the Ice House, the What the Fuck show. Tuesday, I will be at the Baker Street Pub. And then I will also be at the Creek in the Cave on Tuesday night. Check that show out. It's called Sick Fucks. And it's like the darkest material. It's like a concept show. That's going to be really fun down at the Creek in the Cave in Austin, Texas. So just look online or DM me if you're a fan of the show. DM me for ticket links.
Are you doing a
that's
show
where I'll be.
tonight?
Yeah, I'm doing a show with Leo at the Haha Comedy Club tonight, but this will not be out by then.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like the painting of Leo is just. I know I'm.
Thanks for interrupting the plugs,
It's
Brooks.
scary.
Brooks,
It's like, why is he
follow
not?
me.
Where's?
Follow me. Listen to the Johnny Mitchell Show. All
go.
over Utah.
Don't go to it.
It's all over Utah.
It's all over Utah.
You can buy it in vinyl record
Jesus
stores.
Christ.
They have 6 inches of Johnny Mitchell's podcast.
Brooks, you're painting
6 inches. That's accurate. That's accurate.
I just feel like Leo's mad at me right now. Because you don't have to look at him.
And then follow me at Instagram at Mr. Johnny Mitchell. Yeah, that's all.
Brooks, your painting of Leo is like so good that I had to change this camera to manual focus for every show because it detects their faces as opposed to Leo and Danny's actual faces whenever we're doing the pod.
It just focuses on the more attractive version of whatever face is on frame. It's fucking bullshit.
I have to piss and shit right now.
You want to go for it? Go for it.
No, I can take it. Yeah, I like holding it in. It really it makes me on my toes, you know? Yeah, hey, play Bill Gates talking, and you tell me if this motherfucker does not have female and male genitals. I swear I've always thought that, dude.
That would make hermaphrodite.
He sounds like a 13-year-old boy.
Well, he's a computer dude, you know. Computer guys, they're just they're timeless. They're youthful.
Computer guys can't have genitals that dropped. I mean, this nothing against him, but like something weird's going on with Gates.
Have you seen the Windows 98? Like they come out and they're dancing.
Yes, no, it's the fucking weirdest shit ever. They're fucking dorks. They define what a dork is, dude.
They're like Windows 98
Yeah.
has dropped.
This is Bill Gates talking.
Return to the way things were before COVID-19. But there's one area where I hope we never go
sounds like a
back.
woman,
Our
like a trans.
complacency
Thank you.
About pandemics. We can get ahead of infectious disease outbreaks. By the next pandemic, I believe we can have what I call mega testing diagnostic platforms. They can be deployed quickly, cost very little, and test.
Is he talking about
20%
vaccines
of
or,
the entire
hormone
population
therapy?
Every week.
Well, he's certainly not talking about hormone therapy.
That
guy hasn't.
Next time. One of the most promising is monoclonal antibodies.
Monoclonal
These manufactured
antibodies?
He has a more feminine voice than Caitlyn Jenner.
No. If you go listen and then listen to his wife talk, his wife is a lower octave, dude.
Is she in
This
this
is my
video?
conspiracy of the day. His wife's fucking him. His wife is the man. He's the broad. He sounds like Kermit the Frog, dude. By the next pandemic, Miss Piggy.
I arrive in New York.
Yeah, I
I have this female roommate from Microsoft.
Oh, is this his wife?
Most of us are here, 30
Yeah.
of us for this computer show. You're here by yourself. Why don't you, after you go do this business, come join us for this conference dinner tonight? It'll be just Microsoft people.
Is she talking
It'll be,
about his
30 of
mistress?
us, 3 dozen. I said,
Oh, I
great.
don't know.
That'd be
I came
great.
across town. I came in
What are you
late,
playing
there were
right now,
2
Austin?
seats, and I took
Just
the
her
second
voice to
last
compare it to
seat,
Bill's?
Okay.
and about
I thought she was
15 minutes
explaining how he met his mistress, which would have been internet gold.
This is.
It's how she met Bill Gates, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How somebody was like, "Hey, you want to meet the richest guy on the planet?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, sure. Let me douche up my twat real quick, get it ready for him."
Elon did it right. He was already married to a chick when he was like bald and like not as famous when he made PayPal, and then
Right.
he broke up with her
Sure, right.
so that he could
right,
get some
right.
prime pussy.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
he did
yeah.
it. He got locked up. He got locked in too early.
Right. But he wasn't as rich as he was now. So if he was married now and got divorced, he'd be losing a lot more money.
Well, yeah,
So
but
you're
what I'm
right.
saying is like you get stuck with an uglier bitch if you get rich earlier. I mean, if you get rich later.
You know,
No,
like,
no, no,
what's
no,
it-
no, no. The
No, like
opposite.
if you put the ring on the girl while you're not making the loads, and then by the time you're like the richest man in the world, you're still stuck with this bitch that you got when you were making $150,000 a year or whatever it was.
Well, you got to have the foresight to get rid of her after you sell your first company.
And that's what I'm saying.
you know?
He did.
I see.
Yeah.
He's
And
still
then you meet
dating
your next
Grimes.
gold
Is
digger
that
who
a
says she
thing?
loves
Is
you.
weird. His Grimes. That
Yeah,
weird,
they're married. They have a kid together.
The
They
most
live in
bizarre
Austin.
thing, because I got Grimes stories. Because back in the day,
I heard she has a stinky twat. I'm saying it right now. Elon Musk's wife has stinky twat. Have you heard that?
Well, no. Well, although I did.
Austin's,
I did have some.
Austin's probably
I have
Eskimo brothers
I
with
have
him too,
some
right?
friends who dated her, but that's the weirdest thing to me is that like because technically she's like one of the most powerful women in the world now. If you're married or like seen have a child, like this is like a child having a
Grimes.
child with a really weird name to the most powerful man in the world, arguably.
Grimes, we need to change. We need to change K5123 diaper. Grimes, change.
K5123.
What does,
no, but there was a time not so long ago in 2012 2012, where I was literally doing cocaine, jumping rope with Grimes in a warehouse in Baltimore. And the fact
that's such a Brooks, I 1000% believe that story, Danny. Did you hear that?
Well, she wasn't even that famous back then. She was just like hanging out. This was a random ass warehouse in Baltimore called the Copycat. And she was playing a show there. This was before she was really famous.
That's how ghetto Baltimore is, by the way. On the playground jumping rope, you're also high on cocaine.
No. We were jumping rope inside of a warehouse doing cocaine.
Right.
Now, I no longer would obviously, I don't think she would be doing this with me anymore. But just the fact that I can say I did coke with Grimes and jumped.
That's pretty cool. That's
inside
pretty
of a
cool.
warehouse with a woman who's now married to the most powerful man in the world.
Can I got a little story like that real quick? My first girlfriend, I love drunk Austin's just covering up the camera with the.
You can see you.
Oh, okay.
I'm not drunk. Get off my ass.
Get off my ass. Brooks has never said that. Anyways, my first girlfriend in LA, I was dating. I was poor. I was fresh out of prison, so I was took whatever I could get. I was dating a kind of a portly Jewish broad with kind of with a mustache, Sure. So I knew it wasn't gonna last long. But she was like, yeah, my ex boyfriend, he's kind of like this app creator. He's developing this app on the phone. It's called Tinder, and it's it's like a dating app. She explained the concept. I'm like, it's a pretty good idea. Yeah. And then a year later, we'd broken up, and now she's married to him, back with a kid. I'm like, that's the way to go.
She went back to him.
She went back to him. Yeah. I'm like, that's. I can't blame her.
Yeah.
I can't blame her.
Yeah.
What, you gonna date a stand-up comedian who does open mics?
Sure.
Or secure your future?
Yeah.
With that Tinder money.
I think the story there is don't date a girl whose ex is head and shoulders more successful than you.
100%.
Because he will always have that trump card, and he can call her back at any point.
I can't deal with it, dude. I can't deal with it. I was in love with this female comedian, but she had not even dated, but just fucked like a very, very successful comic, like just under like Joe Rogan level. You know what I mean?
You can't say his name?
Nah, I can't. But
does he have a special on Netflix?
No. He's actually not on Netflix, but
does he have a big podcast?
Yeah.
300,000 views per episode on YouTube.
Exactly.
Sure.
So I'm like, I just can't deal with it.
Yeah,
I just
tough.
can't. I'm so emasculated.
Yeah.
That I just, I'm like, hey, it's not going to work out.
It would be super weird. Also, I don't know what that says about a girl. If I'm trying to imagine if I'm dating a girl who used to be dating Danny Duncan or Jake Paul, that would also say something about her that Brooks, it's not very professional to text during a podcast.
I didn't know that look I'm texting
You're doing great, buddy.
I'm texting Mudflap right now.
That was worth derailing us. Anyways, what were you saying?
No, it's
the same thing though, right? Like, I dated David Dobrik for a year, but it's cool. I mean, he was, and girls will always like try to put their exes down to make you feel better.
Yeah,
but it's like, no.
Yeah,
just tell me the sex was amazing. Yeah, you guys laughed so much. Tell me that. Don't tell me like, yeah, it was just whatever. Actually, he's not very interesting. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm not shit. Tell me he's better than me. Was then, is now, will continue to be better.
Why do you want that?
Because I have low self-esteem and I'm a masochist.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because then I'd actually believe you.
Yeah.
But God bless women for trying to do that.
Yeah, no, there has to be a balance. I once broke up with a girl because she told me she fucked a black dude with a giant dick. And I didn't break up with her because he was black. It was because from then on, all I could think about whenever her and I had sex was this absolute bratwurst just stretching. And I could hear the audible stretch noises of her pussy like as this thing slid in when she was all lubricated. That's all I could think about when we had sex. And it made me so insecure and just, it made me more needy because even though I was like mad at her, but like I wanted to compensate in other way, it was just this weird fucking hang up complex I had. And so I've gotten over that since, and I found the best solution is just to simply not ask intimate questions about your ex's love life. But there also is a point. Like if her last string of boyfriends was Silicon Valley entrepreneur, hip hop star, F1 race car driver, you're not going to be able to compete with that. It's going to cause problems. She's used to too high a standard of living.
Yeah, I agree. You gotta find the middle ground. You gotta find an artist who also kind of has a day job, who's from a 2-parent household, and who, is just normal. She likes to get brunch, but she doesn't love brunch. She's not like a brunch chick. She's not like, yes, mimosa Sunday to Saturday to Sunday.
Wait. We can't start yet because we have Sabrina, we have Beth, and we have Courtney, but we're waiting on Angela and we're waiting on Aria.
Yeah,
We have to wait for Angela and Aria, and then
Yeah.
she's bringing Steve and Tony and that one guy from Merrill Lynch who's so cute.
I can't even deal with it. They bring around strange dudes. You're like, I got to make friends with these motherfuckers now? I'm just trying to have Eggs Benedict.
Oh my god.
Brunch culture is so fucking gay. Am I allowed to say that on this podcast still? I know you guys are going woke.
Well, it is very gay.
Brunch
we are
culture
going
is so gay,
pretty
dude.
woke. Yeah, we've hired this producer to help that crisis.
Brunch culture, if you, like at this bar I bartend at, I had a party of 25 people come in for brunch. I'm like, imagine being that basic. Imagine having 25 friends.
Yeah.
Can you imagine having 25 friends?
No.
I mean, you have to be such a psychopath if you have more than 3 friends and you're over the age of 30. You are alone in the universe.
Well, but it's Stacy and Sabrina, and then all of her friends from Spin.
From corporate, yeah. From HR. Like they're all work friends.
Yeah,
maybe a couple of Spin friends.
That's only like $60K a year. Like have you seen the building we live in? No, HR, that's tacky,
dude. And
we're in sales.
They brought out like a bunch of like $3 bottles of champagne, like the waitress chicks, and they popped them. And you would have thought that David Bowie had arose from the dead. The way they screamed, dude. Yeah. I'm like, you dumb whores have never seen Prosecco?
I have a David Bowie shirt that I wore it to Coachella. It was so rock and roll. It was so rock. Does he have the song "The Stairway to Heaven"? I don't know, but Kygo is playing this weekend in San Francisco. We're going, Beth. We're going. Kygo is great. He's got that song with Selena Gomez.
Oh my God. I'm like, if you heard 5 minutes of my stand-up, you bitches would have a heart attack and die.
I like stand-up. I like Dan Cook. He's good.
I'm a big Amy Schumer fan. He's so funny.
That leather special was genius, girl.
Oh my God. Kevin Hart is the way he talks about his kids. I died.
He's so good. He's got that one bit. Well, I don't remember the bit, but I think I saw the thumbnail on Netflix, and he's so funny.
Oh my God.
BLM.
Do you BLM? And do you do skits? Oh my God. How are your comedy skits about how that thing? It was so relatable.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like Saturday Night Live is. I don't actually watch that. I watch the Two Drunk Girls. Do you watch that?
Oh my God. And what about the chicks on Comedy Central?
Oh my.
Two Dope Queens.
Oh, that's what I'm talking. And Aquafina from Queen. Yeah, Aquafina.
Yes, Queen. Oh my God.
They are so fucking. There's just so much talent in the female comedy space right now.
Do you want to get an abortion on Monday?
Yes.
And go to RuPaul's Drag Race?
What?
That's what the girls are all obsessed with the gay shit.
Austin, you might have just
where's that train collision? Where is that 10-car pile that Austin just called?
Anthony?
Yeah. You guys need a drop. You need a drop like that, dude.
Dude, I don't know. Those chicks are obsessed with that shit.
RuPaul's Drag Race?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. What's the show? The Two Drunk Girls? What is that? With the two cunty cunts who used to be on like Funny or Die.
Yeah. They run around New York City.
Sure.
Come on. What are they called?
I was trying to think of their names.
Broad City.
And then have you seen? I heard about the special. It's like really edgy and dark, and it's sort of like subversive. Nanette.
Oh my God, she goes for it.
She goes for it.
I didn't laugh once, but oh my God, I learned a lot. It was brave.
She stuck it to the patriarchy.
That's right, dude. She fucking got up there and put truth to power.
Oh my God.
And make no mistake, I was crying afterwards.
Yeah, me too.
Because that's what you want out of a comedy special.
Yeah.
Laughter's not that important.
Yeah.
You want to learn.
Yeah, it's laughter's here, and above laughter is #resist.
That's right. Yeah, hey, toxicity, watch Nanette and get a little lime on that vodka tonic. Oh, that didn't track. I was thinking toxic. Whatever.
It's all right. Austin killed them. Everyone's blaming on Austin for what he did.
I can accept my bomb, dude. Oh, bum.
I think if you really wanted to kill it in stand-up, you just got to go stand on stage for 7 minutes in silence with a black square behind you.
That's funny. Actually, if you just got up there, if I'm waiting for somebody to just get up there and pull like an Andy Kaufman, just at a club show on a Friday night, paid audience, you get up there and you don't say anything for 7 minutes, that would be hilarious. You know, That's actually way funnier than the black square, you know?
John Cage, baby. What is that? The 333? It's the Song of Silence?
I'm very surprised you knew.
I thought you were talking about John Cage from Mortal Kombat. I was like,
No,
well, I thought it was John
Cage. John Cage is a performance artist. That was a good call.
Yeah, he did a bit or a piece where he goes up. It's a live performance piece. He takes the lid off the piano and then he just sits at his stool for 3 minutes and however many seconds.
Gangster.
Doesn't do anything.
That's funny though. That's funny.
It's pretty silly.
It is pretty funny. That guy was a performance artist legend, and just in general a composer. But he was one of the people who kind of was able to become like artist beyond just composer and musician.
Yeah.
I have a great story. This is absolutely not a great story. I oversold this from the start. Now I'm in trouble. But when I was in a communications class in college, it was the best class I took at UCLA. We would learn things about why humor is funny and what makes it funnier. That was the first time I learned the concept of it's sort of like iceberg theory with Ernest Hemingway. The less information is under the surface, the funnier something becomes. You can tell a joke where every piece of subtext and information is explicitly stated. It will always be less funny than if you start removing pieces of the joke. But if you remove too many pieces of the joke, the tower topples like a Jenga tower. You have to find the perfect amount of information. But something we covered in that class was G.G. Allen and John Cage and these rock star performance art type guys. And we took a fucking midterm once, and there was an extra credit question about John Cage, and I forgot to fill it out. I was like, I can't remember the silent piano guy. Fuck, I'll skip it over. Turned in my blue book and realized with horror 20 minutes later I hadn't filled out the extra credit. And I was teetering on a good grade, so I needed that fucking extra credit. I was like, oh shit, I forgot to fill out the silence guy question. Sprinted to my professor's office, knocked on the door. Let me in, prof, let me in. He opens the door. I'm like, I forgot to write in the extra credit question. Can I please do it now? And he's like, sure, yeah. What was the answer? And I didn't know the answer to the question. And he's like, oh, fuck it. I'll just give you the points. Just get out of my office.
Technically, the silence was the answer.
Yeah.
Though, right?
Wow, dude. I thought that was going to end with...
It was a trick question.
And then he took his cock out.
Get sucking, kid. No, but then him and we had this super awkward conversation about music for like 30 minutes, and he could tell he's like, this fucking idiot couldn't even remember the extra credit question that he wants credit for, and now I have to talk to him about the Red Hot Chili Peppers for half an hour. Get out of my life,
just to
kid.
save face.
Oh, dude,
that's embarrassing.
It was
funny,
awful.
Dude.
It was awful.
Did you graduate from UCLA?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I mean, barely with stories like that.
I would have thought you, because when you said community college earlier, I was
transferred.
Like, oh, that tracks.
Yeah.
You went to community. I figured you just dropped out and started making YouTube videos. But
no.
You actually graduated from UCLA.
Yeah, I had a pretty, I think it's a pretty common trajectory. I fucked off in high school. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. And then it wasn't really that I snapped to and realized I needed to get my life together. I just had this sudden feeling that if I don't go to college, get drunk, and fuck sorority girls and see what white collar life is all about, I might regret it.
Yeah.
And so I went there and I got drunk and I fucked sorority girls and I realized that white collar jobs were a flaming garbage can full of shit.
Right. But at least you had that. Like I tell kids, like we all know like college is irrelevant now, but you should still go because it's like 4 years of being on vacation almost. You know what I mean? Especially if your parents have money, waste it.
Yeah.
Go black out. Wake up next to a whale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just regret everything.
Yeah.
Go feel like what it's like to get the clap for the first time from a chick named Emily, you know? Whose parents owned slaves or whatever, right? Like
still,
it's still, but not black slaves.
That's
anymore.
overseas, right?
But they're Thai, masseuses now.
Sure, basic.
But it's just like it's so much fucking fun being in college. You can sell drugs. That's where I made a bunch of money. That's where I began my drug empire. Was college. So, I just gave 4 or 5 good reasons to not go to college, but I'm telling you, it's more fun than it sounds. You know what I mean?
For me, I realized the alternative. I could see myself working at the AM PM, rubbing down people's windows and breaking change and passing Marlboro packs across the counter.
Right.
And then I could see the future ghost Danny potentially in Westwood with his dick out on a balcony, ejaculating all over the front lawn because he just pulled out of an 18-year-old Pi Phi's asshole.
That's amazing. See, you had a better college experience. Like I didn't didn't have that. I didn't. Get
I
to
didn't
fuck
do
a lot
that
of-
either. But the gas station me was saying that
Right.
might have been a potential thing, so I
Right.
should go explore that avenue.
You were like, I could do that, or work at the MPM and wrestle, 40 ounces out of underage black kids' fucking North Face jackets. You know what
Do
I
you
mean?
really think they're paid highly enough to do that? They let the 40s go. Okay, the merchandise walks.
Yeah, take it, dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so definitely go to college,
Wrestle
man.
out. Yeah, I don't think anybody getting paid $7.69 an hour at AM/PM is taking a chance on a black kid.
Yeah, but dude, I don't know. Some of those, if it was some of those Indian guys, the guys that own those gas stations, dude, they or work there. If you steal a candy bar, they'll try to run you down like their fucking citizenship depends on it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of those dudes are there working for they're brought over from India or Pakistan, and they're working for. They're almost like indentured servants. They're working for whoever owns it, who's also from there. You know what I mean? And they work 18 hours a day, but dude, they work like they're about to get sent back at any moment.
Sure.
So
You steal a Mars bar from them, you'll get reincarnated as a dung beetle, bitch. They know how to talk to Siddhartha. or
yeah,
whoever.
exactly. Bring a fat chick in, they just start worshiping it.
Is it a cow or an elephant? I forget. Okay. They like
They
elephants
like
too over
elephants
there.
too. They have the blue elephants. Yeah,
It
you're
depends
right.
how big her nose is.
Yeah, right. Yeah, fat Jewish chick.
Perfect. That's an elephant. I think we're almost ready to reveal. And Dino's
Dino's
gone
been
the
over there
realism
doing
approach.
work, dude,
Dino, nobody's impressed. The idea, I think, was to
make it less good.
let's see. We'll see. I can't see it right. It's upside down. The lighting isn't perfect.
Are you
I'm
gonna
honestly
show the
not.
camera?
I just saw it. I'm not proud of you. I'm not proud of it.
Here's what we're gonna do. Dino, keep the action cam cued on Brooks. Brooks, if you wouldn't mind standing up, actually, how about we do a standing presentation? I need you to be able to hold the mic. I'll stand next to you with the mic. We'll do that, Brooks.
Nice. All right, so we've got.
All right, you gotta show it right. You can take a step back so Johnny can see what we're working with. And let's work from front to back.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So here,
Meaning, is this yours or is
That's
this
Dino's.
oh, front to back.
Press
Me
record,
too, Dino.
Is that the best way to do it? Go Brooks to Dino?
I would
just
go.
go-
I'd
so
go
I
best to worst, probably.
Well,
right?
I think
Or
we
don't
should
know.
start here and then scroll back, right? It'd be
Oh,
easy,
okay.
the easiest.
True
so.
that. True that.
All right, so here we have Apprentice Dino's.
That is Dino's print. That looks like an actual Roman soldier. Dino, I think you missed the whole point of the exercise.
It was
but-
more of a. It was supposed to be more of an interpretation. I
Right.
think,
That
but,
is Dino took a literal. That is realism at its height. I
Yeah.
think you would call that piece of art. That's a
Yeah.
Roman soldier.
He's holding it with his cock.
There's no
Wait,
way
what?
You can tell that.
It's a,
What?
It's a condom spear. That way he has his hands free for battle.
Hold on. He's holding what with his cock?
He's the
Or holding-
spear is attached to his penis so that he can still use his hands for
Oh,
battle.
I see.
The next one's Austin's, I guess. Here because this is.
That's cool. Well, that's very good.
Okay.
This looks like the Cleveland Indians logo. It's the Cleveland Indians logo in armor.
It's Chief Wahoo.
And also, did you guys have a stencil to make the outline with? The outlines are both identical.
yeah,
this is
no
kind of
shit.
bullshit.
He copied me. He copied me.
Yeah, brothers. They're brothers, you know.
That's Chief Wahoo. That's his name, huh?
All right. so you got this one.
That's not as good. That's not nearly as
one,
good.
No, we're not going back. You just went back to Dino's.
I just wanted to show that they're brothers, so that's why they look so similar.
Can we get a competent intern?
I think it's
on
because I
this show,
drew
please?
mine next to him, so
No,
he
of course
copied
not.
me.
No.
All right, this one's yours, Danny.
Oh, yeah.
That's Danny's. Let me see it. Let me see it.
They say Rome was the first guy was raised by wolves, right?
Wait. So is he? So is he getting fucked in the ass by the dog?
It's a wolf.
By the wolf.
It's
Okay.
going.
Hold it a little higher,
Oh, nice. As he
little higher.
ejaculates. That's great, dude.
Yeah, they say Rome was raised by wolves, and this guy's penis is being raised by a singular wolf. He's getting
That's
fucked by
the front runner. That's the front runner so far.
There's
I
at
like
least
that.
sex in that one.
That's a good ejac. And that's mine. That's going to be my drawing right there. If you want to show the camera,
I don't even get it. What is it?
that is Bill Gates getting ejaculated on by Kermit the Frog. That's
Not a Roman soldier at all.
but that's not the point of a Roman soldier. I thought it was supposed to be a cock on the forehead. So I didn't know it had to be an actual Roman warrior. So it just kind of came out. I didn't plan it that way, but I thought, okay, that kind of looks like a dork. I'll make it Bill Gates.
You really
And then,
phoned in Kermit the Frog.
Yeah. Dude,
Why is he so featureless?
that's well.
Mine is
the best I could do.
I feel like mine is bad because It's
Let's show this to the
it's
camera.
not
Let's make sure. I'm not sure the camera got a clear
That
view.
is Bill Gates. That is Kermit the Frog
Let's-
ejaculating on Bill Gates.
And then we're just going to go back through, because I'm not sure everybody saw this. This is Romulus or Remus, if those were the wolf names. I don't know much about antiquity. He's fucking this guy with the helmet, and the guy's...
Jerking off.
The guy's having a good time, too. What's that called when you jerk yourself off when you're getting fucked in the ass? Is that just gay sex?
Yeah, I think so.
This is
That
the
should be
Cleveland
called
Indian.
something, though. You know what I mean?
This...
That's a good move. Should be called like the sprinkler head?
Okay,
or something?
here, Johnny, what do you think about this? So, this is what Austin fears, and this is what Dino fantasizes about.
Yeah, I love it.
Minority punk. Minority punk.
I gotta choose Dino's, but I don't think. Yeah, well, are we voting on who's? I mean, the winner has got to be yours.
I take Austin on this one versus Dino's at least, because this at least makes me chuckle. Look at that
Right,
grin.
right.
You gotta love that grin.
Dino's is just too good.
All right, let's see what Brooks has in store for us. I saw Brooks working on his. It looked like a quality piece of art.
It's not
For the finale, dude. For the finale right here.
It's not good. It's like
That's so good. That's just really good.
Yeah, that's just a really good drawing, dude.
Damn.
That's just a really good fucking drawing.
That is sick, man. If you added some color to that, that could absolutely be hanging in a rich person's entryway.
yeah.
Let me see it again.
I don't know. Anyone want to buy this for 69 cents?
Does it say BLM at the bottom? It looks like it says BM.
Oh, it does a little bit kind of.
Black man laughter. BML.
So, after saying that, Brooks, you got to stop beating yourself up and trying to relinquish your art
Yep.
and pussy coordination
Yep.
I'm not relinquishing
over
my art.
one dumb piece of gash.
Yep.
It's
That's all
well,
she
I'm
is.
not
is a slit, dude.
relinquishing my art. I want to focus on my art and being more respectful towards women.
You've never been disrespectful toward women. All the women you've slept with and been around, I've never seen you do anything disrespectful toward them.
Yeah.
They've wanted to fuck you and you fucked them back. It was all willing. Everybody was a consenting adult. Look at you. Look at your hair and your tattoos. What the fuck else are you supposed to
Yeah.
do but be a bisexual drug addict? No
Yeah.
longer a drug addict, though.
Yeah.
Now you're sober. This is you, dude. Quit turning your back on your essence.
This is wholesome. I gotta get it. Oh, thank you, Danny.
Brooks is the kind of guy
The
that
man.
Thank you, Danny. I appreciate it.
Brooks is the kind of guy to have affairs with married women. Like he's you know what I mean?
I'm never gonna be married. I'm just gonna be the affair.
We're the guys that get rich and neglect our wives, and then they go sneaking around with like cool artists, like in their loft. You know what I mean? In their Soho loft.
Yeah.
You know, and he just bangs them out. Makes them
God,
come.
Well, make love to them. Make love to them. All right.
What?
Sure, but I mean,
You're-
it's you
I'm
know,
trying to be respectful.
but you're making them fucking orgasm the way we don't.
Oh, my
Well, some of us don't need pills for.
Well, no, I'm actually off, so I want to let everybody know. I want to let every chick out there that's thinking about DMing me right now, which I assume is a very few. I am no longer on Viagra. I don't need it anymore.
Really?
I'm on these natural like testosterone therapy
It works,
pills.
too.
Yeah, and I take maca powder and shit. Yeah, it's way better, and it doesn't give me heartburn. It's changed my life.
Do you jerk off to porn?
I do. I'm trying not to jerk off as much either, though, and I make sure when I do jerk off, it's to natural. It's to the spank bank.
Yeah.
And I make sure I have a full erection, and it's almost like a workout. You know, like I make sure I don't come too quick. You know. And it's like because I used to jerk off like how fat people eat when they're not hungry. Like I just do it. I'm like, I got
Sure.
nothing going on. I got half a chub. Now I make sure I'm good and fucking rock hard. Good and 4.5 before I fucking tug it.
We're all making improvements.
It's an
as men.
exercise.
We're all making. All we can ever
Exactly.
do as men is to just be better men. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just trying to be allies.
I'm trying to think of the analogy, but I totally know what you're talking about and what you're trying to do as far as not jerking off when you're not actually
Right,
horny.
exactly.
It's like, I don't know, when you train a soldier for war, you're screaming in his face, you're dropping artillery shells
Yeah,
around him down
yeah.
at Camp Pendleton.
Yeah.
And then that's great for battle, but then in real life, he's just this maladjusted mess.
Right.
And in my room, it is pretty much the Korean War as far as there are a lot of big titty Asian women on my screen, and I'm just fucking going furiously beating off to them all the time. I was trying to tie in the two analogy, the war and the jerking off. But yeah, for me, I was just jerking off to chicks who I was never actually going to be in relationships with because they had silicone tits the size of basketballs, or there would be 3 college soccer girls eating a guy's ass.
Love
and that was what I was gravitating to
That
as far as
sounds
beating
so
off.
sick.
So I'd have to fantasize about shit like that in sexual encounters, and that was never the reality in my real life sexual encounters. So I've likewise, Johnny, I haven't gotten all the way down to where I'm just beating off to spank bank, but I am trying to go for just still images.
I do like to wait I do like to jack off less now because it's satisfying when you got like 1 or 2 days behind your belt, so you bust like a fat nut.
Yeah. What do you know about busting nuts, Mrs. Sleeping on the floor? Mister. Can't tell what
Have
that
you met her yet? Did she come to the...
Yeah, she came.
Oh, Austin's got a piece now?
I have a friend living with me that has a boyfriend.
I love it. Are you digging it out though?
No.
Oh wow.
Dude, you need to
Digging it out like she's a pumpkin.
People are asking where the Austin live streams are. I'll tell you where they are.
She just waits.
I'm live tonight, actually.
With her?
I don't know if she's gonna be in it. I'm gonna be streaming though. I gotta get work
She'll be
done.
in her bed, which was once your bed.
I have 2 beds. They're no different. They're both twin mattresses. What the fuck does it
So
matter?
this chick has a boyfriend. She's sleeping on the floor of your trailer.
No, you're giving him way too much credit, John. He's sleeping on the floor of his trailer.
Oh my god, and you're letting her sleep
I've
in the
seen
bed?
your bed. You said they're
Oh
both
my
on the
God.
floor. One is
Wow,
raised
Austin, I was
significantly
beginning to
higher.
respect
One
you.
is the main
Holy
bed.
shit.
She's on the main bed that's raised higher. You're on the blow up.
Okay, it's really simple. My trailer is small. I wake up at 6 a.m. I'd have to stomp over the person.
You wouldn't have
every
to stomp.
morning.
You could gingerly step over her.
Yeah. How fat is this broad? I mean,
She's
wow.
not. She's very skinny.
I just don't see why that matters.
So hold on. So you're letting her sleep in your bed while you sleep on the floor, and you're just friends, and you're not getting any pussy. What's the end game? I mean, she's just really good company.
The end game is to
Yeah,
fuck
pretty
her,
much.
but he's gone about it completely the wrong way.
Sounds like it. I wouldn't recommend it, but you know, hey. I mean, is she desperate for a place to stay?
No, not really. Like, we've been friends for a long time. Just like kind of, we play video games and watch anime together and shit.
Oh, sounds like a grown woman.
I should have checked her ID when she got in the limo the other week.
yeah, seriously, dude. This is so cute. This is just becoming a cute story. Well, I hope you guys make love. I hope it's like sweet, and then you guys like giggle, and then you go back to, you know,
She
playing video
she
games
whispers "senpai" in your ear.
together. Yeah.
What is that?
Thanks, John.
What is that? That's
I
probably a
think
funny joke. I just don't get it.
Austin's just fucking her. He's like,
it is
"Are you okay?
Japanese
Are
custom
you okay?"
to speak highly of someone that you regard as like maybe an upperclassman that you're attracted to as senpai.
It's an anime thing?
It's something they say in hentai a lot.
Is your cock going to be blurry when you fuck her?
Well, Austin's,
Yeah.
Austin's certainly simping. So
senpai.
Yeah, Austin, I love making fun of you for this, but prove us wrong, buddy.
yeah.
Prove us wrong.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
need
I'm rooting for you. I'm
the
rooting for
Austin
you.
Tinder girl hentai coming to theaters soon.
And we need proof too, because at this point you've gotten shit from it or for it for 3 straight podcasts. I am suspecting next episode you're going to come in and maybe just lie about it. Like, Danny, I totally fucked her.
Tell Dino when you're doing
I
it.
try not to lie. That's
Dino,
what I'm
look
honest
through the window and draw them fucking. Make it into a hentai.
Looking at Austin, fuck.
You're a terrible brother.
We just
You saw
revealed.
my dick once, Derek. You wouldn't draw me making love? Come on.
Yeah, I feel like if he drew them making love, Dino would just key in on his
I am
most...
happy how we're calling it making love now. Can we just
Shut up,
Let's
Brooks.
and then we reveal the photo of them making love. It's just Austin with a collar around his neck and a giant like vegetable going into his anus.
Yep.
You know, just
Thank you for finishing. That's exactly what I was going for. It's just, he's going to cue in on the part of that encounter he finds most aesthetically pleasing.
You know where I got that anecdote from? That it was I met a pimp in prison, and like this is an old school pimp. He had hoes on the Las Vegas Strip, and he one time got his one of his bitches got $500 from a trick just to shove a garden carrot into his ass. $500 for that. That's why you shouldn't give up on your pimping. You should make money out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Well,
treat it like a
no,
business.
That does
There's
bring
guys
me to a
out there.
question that I have for you because you must have seen a lot of homosexual things in prison. Like, what is the most homosexual thing you saw? I know you weren't involved.
I didn't see a lot of gay shit. I'd go looking for it, dude.
But you must have happened upon it by accident at least once.
No. No, I mean, I knew
you're blocking it out.
because in the showers there were also toilets, and so if you heard one of the signals to not come in was if you heard a toilet being flushed over and over and over again, because these were industrial sized toilets. So if you heard the whoosh whoosh whoosh, that meant somebody was in there fucking getting banged out. So that's how you knew to avoid
Getting raped or getting banged out?
No, getting banged out consensually.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Rape is a way overblown myth in American prisons, although it does happen a lot. But gay sex, consensual gay sex happens, way more. So so I knew to avoid that.
That's an
so if you ever go to the
interesting-
joint, if anybody out there's out on bail and you're getting ready to go do a bid, if you hear the toilets flushing, don't come a knocking. You know what I mean? You might see some shit you can't unsee. But I remember because guys will go gay so quickly. Right? Like you have, everybody has buddies from the army who like are in there for a year and they tell you about, oh yeah, we were making out because it was Baghdad and there were bombs going off.
Sure.
Like, but I would be, I'd be playing basketball. Dino's like, God, where do I enlist? But like, even I would be playing basketball like in prison and I'd be backing a dude down, a big black dude, straight as anyone you'd ever meet. Right. Yeah. But he's doing 25 years. And so, his hands would slide a little too far down my waist and they would wrap around my butt sometimes. And I would just let him, you know what I mean? Because these guys, you need affection. We're so what are you going to do? Tell him not to grab your butt? Yeah. I'm like, no, you squeeze that tush.
I would be right there with you, man.
Yeah. So there was it got a little weird, but I didn't actually witness any gay sex.
Dude, I'm so scared to go to prison because I do not want to get raped.
They just make it prison stuff not so bad.
Yeah, Austin. Yeah, don't go.
Austin, here's your move. I think when you go to prison, you need to voluntarily fall on your knees before the Aryan Brotherhood and just start sucking. Because otherwise, what the black dudes are going to do to you against your will is going to be much, much worse.
No, and that's true. And the Aryan dudes, the white dudes, would actually get sucked off because there were some trannies in there too. Really good tranny stories, by the way. If you want to hear some tranny prison stories, there were a couple of trannies who were protected by the Aryan dudes, and they would suck them off. But they had everything they wanted: unlimited cigarettes, unlimited top ramen, not going to be exploited by the other gangs.
Are you writing this down, Austin? This could be.
I was always thinking I would use like my Houston street cred and freestyling rapping to get in good with the black guys.
That should work.
You're an embarrassment, Austin.
I think it would work. I do really well with black guys.
I don't think it would work. Oh, I don't know. In prison though, I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, Austin.
Like, come here, shorty.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what do I know? I've just been there, but like, I don't know. I don't think so.
Austin, you walk into Pelican Bay. All right, Johnny and I are two big black men.
Yeah,
we have cornered you.
What are our names? Clarence,
Jay.
I like that. Clarence and Jay. Cool.
We have cornered you. Okay, we've paid off a guard. He owes us a couple favors for whatever he did. Yo, white boy, give us one good reason why we shouldn't rape your ass right now.
I like you said shan't. You put some old English in there. Mixed with ebonics.
He's been reading Hamlet there. He's got a lot of time on his hands.
Hey, doth pretty motherfucker.
Hey, motherfucker. The sun doth rise in the motherfucking east. Hey, and Juliet is the sun.
Hey, motherfucker, you ready to tame this shrew?
Oh, motherfucker. I am ready to mac on that Beth. I didn't have much there. Start rapping. Bail me out, Austin.
Yeah. Start rapping. Start rapping right now.
You got to make us not rape you.
I got a knife to your throat, and he's got his cock out.
Yeah. Two black guys give me two black eyes, trying to put the penis between my thighs, but I say no, man, because I ain't gay, because I don't like guys. But I listen to DJ Screw and smoke blunts with you, Holmes.
Not bad. That
was not bad.
Yeah.
That was a lot better.
Yeah.
Okay, all you got to do is wash my underwear after that. I won't fuck you. That was... Damn, you went in there with confidence, dude.
I'm still going to come in your hair.
I'm still
I'll
gonna...
take the hair. That's better than my asshole.
I'm still going to make you smuggle heroin balloons from the kitchen, but, you won't have to fucking, you won't have to jerk me off.
Johnny, what do you know about the Fifi?
The Fifi bag. The Fifi bag. I did not participate in the Fifi bag, but I saw it a lot. We used to share, inmates used to share Fifis.
Wait, what is a Fifi bag?
Do you want to go ahead and explain it?
Yeah. What I understand it as being is a wad of toilet paper that you get damp, and then you just need to get some sort of container to put it in, and then you fuck it like it's a pussy.
Well,
Fifi.
if I may, that is not, although that can be used, the traditional Fifi is a plastic glove. It's like a, it's a glove, right? It's a latex glove.
Medical glove.
Yes, it's a latex medical glove that is filled to the brim with Vaseline, which you can obviously buy in the commissary when you're in jail. So you simply fill the latex glove with Vaseline and you fuck the glove.
Doesn't sound bad. Sounds better than toilet paper.
I actually might try that right after this.
Seriously, you could just do it at home if you wanted. It's not
What I would do whenever I was in like middle school, when my friends were making like pocket pussies.
Same thing as prison, by the way.
Basically
Right.
Yeah, pretty much.
a lot of gay shit in both places. Yeah.
You'd get one of those like extra large Ziploc bags and a towel, and then you'd like roll the towel up with the plastic bag and then stretch the extra like over the top and put a rubber band around it, so it's just like a long pocket pussy.
Oh, yeah,
It actually
yeah.
works really well, and you only need like 3 things.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Wait,
Inventive.
I'll text you about the ingredients later.
No, you're going to speak up.
One towel, one large Ziploc bag, and a rubber band.
So you're going to go do
and a
this
friend
tonight.
and a friend
Well,
to tell
I'm
you you
giving
look
up
pretty.
all women and men, so I really just need to focus solely on masturbation and art. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up, Brooks. Okay, I'm going to give you another little pep talk when we're off mics here. You're going to be the
Let's take a
same
piss.
you, just minus this bitch. How about that?
Well, and minus the pussy coordinator
Okay.
title.
I think... Does anybody in your real life ever refer to you or know you as pussy coordinator? I'm
Yeah,
sure some kids, a lot of kids from the Danny Mullen channel, I'm sure know you as that, but who else?
It's come up amongst other creators that it's just sort of one of those things where it's like now I have become known as pussy coordinator. I want to keep doing things just with maybe call me like because Fan Jerry, he doesn't seem like he's doing, maybe just call me Fan Jerry. Maybe I'd take Fan Jerry's title.
Just call Brooks Fan Jerry.
We can trade. I'll be the new Fan Jerry.
How about cock coordinator Carl? You're scaring me with all this talk about laying off the broads.
No, how about just Brooks? And then yeah.
We do need to find... I want to get a successor to Rat Dick Ralph and call him Mousecock Mike. We need our Mousecock Mike.
We can find a mousecock mic.
Easily. We got to work with Rat Dick. We worked from the name forward. With Mousecock Mike, we just need to get a gaggle of fans and see all their penises.
Yeah.
Smallest cock is Mousecock Mike.
That's good. Oh,
Yeah.
you need a fan meetup. Smallest cock is mousecock Mike.
Maybe I can just put out the word on, not Twitter because my Twitter account got deleted. My Twitter got deleted because when
Yeah.
Nico and I were in Denver, I was just bored and I tweeted at him, I'm going to beat the shit out of @Nico Villacresis. And just tweeted at him and he went, you asshole. And then we went about our days. 2 months later, my Twitter gets permanently suspended based on that tweet to my cameraman, who has in his bio, cameraman for @Danny Mullen. So if the person who banned me did an iota of research, they would have realized we were friends and co-workers and that this wasn't a legitimate threat of violence.
Hold on. You're banned from Twitter too?
Yes.
Join the fucking club.
You got banned?
Yeah, since last July, dude.
You can't get it back?
Can't get it back. Dude, I've tried so many dummy accounts, so many different emails and shit, but if I put Johnny Mitchell or the Johnny Mitchell Show, dude, that algo has me in fucking Twitter prison for life.
For what? What'd you do?
I got suspended too many times because I would tell people I would get in arguments with people. I'd tell people to kill themselves. I'd
got
call
banned
chicks
because I kept
cunts.
Yeah.
adding
And they
Yoko
just finally
Ono.
were like, you're done, dude.
Dude,
I kept saying things to Yoko Ono like over and over and over. All my tweets were at Yoko Ono, and then I get banned. Like, why? It just
Yeah, you
Yoko
got to be
Ono
really
just-
careful, man.
with
It's
Yoko. I was not threatening Yoko Ono with violence. I was simply saying things, and then just every tweet was at Yoko Ono until eventually they just fucking banned me, and I can't get another one.
it's not worth it, man. But
I'm
here's,
checking right now. I'm still banned.
But yeah, so here's the thing. Thank God Twitter is not really that important for what we do, but it is a good way. It's just I kind of miss it because it was a good like joke book. You mainly just used it for fucking firing off joke premises and shit.
Yeah.
And it keeps you up with the news, and now it's like that shit's it's all harder now.
Yeah.
I got permabanned on Tinder. It fucking sucks.
I got permaban off Hinge.
How?
What
You got
the
permabanned
fuck?
off Grindr.
well, I don't know.
He banned himself, dude. Try, he can get it back. He just took the app off his phone. He's still got the account open.
I'm pretty sure you
Well,
got to say some
it's a
pretty
might be-
crazy
that might
shit to
be
get
true.
banned on Grindr.
It would boggle the mind. to
Well,
figure out
he
what
just
we need to say.
posts a pussy and then just fucking just gets him fucking banned. It's just a gash.
All right, you motherfuckers, let's wrap this up. That's the Leo and Danny show.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah.
Good to hang, man.
Yeah.
Follow me at Mr. Johnny Mitchell.
Brooks
At
Kossover?
Brooks
Is that-
Kossover. Brooks Kossover.
And subscribe
yeah.
to Painting with Brooks.
Yeah,
Link below.
subscribe to Painting with Brooks to watch Dino paint things that make girls break up with me.
And give me Brooks's pussy that he's not taking anymore.
Yeah, and leave some positive comments for Brooks. Let him know that he
Yeah.
can't go straight and heed whatever this crazy witch said to him.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the show.
Love you guys.
Love you guys, man.
Later.